Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. What is good? What is good? How you do this morning? How do you do this morning? What's up, OCA? What's good, my boy? What is good, my boy? Mm. Mm, 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 mm. How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning? What up, Overdone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, skis. Yes, sir, skis. Uh, hey, listen, man. You can have your pepperoni pizza overdone just as long, just as long as it has pineapple on said pizza. That's the only prerequisite. It has to have pineapple on it. Just saying, dog. Just saying, dog. Hey, hold on, OCA. Hold on, OCA, bro. You tripping. You tripping, bro. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Pineapple is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Pineapple is the ultimate topping on any pizza that you would like. Any pizza. Just saying. What's happening on 4/4, Corey? What's four, what's 4/4? what what is that day? I I feel like I'm supposed to know what 4/4 is, but I don't know what 4/4 is, so you're gonna have to enlighten me, big dog. I'm gonna tell you guys, I've been having some fun the last like the last week, right? So I've been really delving into like the different AI models, right? And I've been playing around with a lot of the AI models, bro. I've been doing so much shit. And I think I have now came up with the ultimate. This is going to be the ultimate passive money making scheme I have ever thought of. I figured out how this AI music shit work. Um, I just bought AI limit overdone. I just bought AI limit, but I've been really playing around with these models, and I really figured out some shit when it comes to music, when it comes to all kind of like crazy ass pictures and all types of like different things that AI can do. And while I was like really against AI, I think the only reason why you're against AI is because you believe that AI is the problem. I don't think AI is the problem. I think you have to have a hustler's mind when it comes to this AI shit. I think you have to have a hustler's mind when it comes to this AI stuff. And I started just looking at what AI could do, the things that it could come up with. I'm talking about this shit was instantaneous. Dude, I even bought like the pro version of Chat GPT. I think they call it like Chat GPT Plus or some shit like that. Um, I've been using other AIs as well. Doesn't matter what they are. I'm just gonna use Chat GPT as a reference point. And I've been playing with the AI against each other. And I'm gonna tell you, out of all of the different AIs that I've used, I think Chat GPT might be the most limited in its functionality. I think it might be the most limited. And I know that sounds crazy because you would think to yourself, like, ChatGPT is the one that everybody knows, right? Like, everybody is familiar with ChatGPT and what it can do, right? Nah, after using ChatGPT, I'm going to tell you, there's so many more AIs that are so much better, give you way better results, gives you way better structure, gives you way better file formatting, gives you way better, just all to get way better stuff. So I'm going to tell you, yeah, I know. That's because it's still starting. I purposely had it here. I wanted to introduce this before I got into this. I wanted to introduce this with letting you guys know what I've been doing with this AI shit. And I think it's hilarious, but it's scary as fuck at the same time. Check this shit out.
The controller's cold, it's in my hands. I'm scrolling through, but I can't stand an empty list. No sparks, no flames. A console king with no crown games. Where the world's I'm fighting for. Where's the thrill beyond the door? I'm stuck here staring at the same old frame. Xbox on, but got no games. The green light glows like it's alive, but I can't make my dreams arrive. A library thin, it's playing me. This ain't the escape I thought it'd be. Where the heroes? Where's the quest? Where's the story that beats my chest? I'm here waiting. Who's to blame? Xbox on, but got no games.
Tell me that ain't some wild ass shit. Tell me. Tell me that ain't some wild ass shit. I don't know whose voice that is that they use for the modeling or whatever, but dog, everything that I'm about to play to y'all, it took me 20 minutes to make all of the songs together. Literally. It produced the beat. It produced whatever the fuck this is. I'm going to tell you, I can tell the difference between AI and humans, and y'all should be able to tell the difference too. AI sounds soulless. It sounds soulless. How can I say this again? It sounds, yeah, I don't know which one. I don't know what Jez uses to make his songs, but it might be something similar, but I have absolutely no idea. Now, I've been playing with this shit, and it's funny because I was telling my wife about this, right? And we took my daughter out to basically, give her driving lessons and shit, right? And I said, hey, I'm gonna make a song about her learning to drive. I kid you not. This is the wildest shit ever. Is this it? Hold on, play it.
April's got a secret she likes to keep quiet. Under her skin is a love gone riot. Caught her with the truth, but she started to freeze. Afraid of the road, scared of the keys. Baby, you're running, but where can you go? On empty streets when the guilt starts to show. Stuck in reverse. Cheating on love's gotta come with a curse. Her reflection screaming, but she won't take the wheel. Every lie she's told, another truth she won't feel. Heartbreak's headlights are blinding her sight.
Now, I think, and I want y'all to understand this, I'm about to put y'all on some game right now, right? So I'm going to tell you what my plans are for this, right? So R&B, I think, sounds the best. Maybe R&B and country, to me, sounds the best. Rapping, not so much. I don't know what it is about the rapping versions of these shits, but I don't really rock with them too tough, because that's where the soulless part comes in, right? Like, it doesn't feel like real emotion. You can tell that it's some like computer generated shit. Like the R&B, I guess, because they do the crooning and stuff, where they drag out the melodies. That makes it sound more legit, right? That makes it sound like something that you would think that I wrote or put it together or whatever. Nah, shit get generated in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all an example. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to do this right now. I want y'all to put song ideas in the chat. Put song ideas in chat. But I want you to write it in a certain way. I want you to write song idea, and then I want you to put an idea. Don't make it too long. Just make it something where you want specific details about something in it. And we're gonna make a quick song. We're gonna make a quick song. Listen to this one. This was one that I was playing around with. Hey, your boy about to have like country albums and shit.
She purrs through the night, engine hot like a flame. Got that two-tone paint, never caught looking tame. Keys in my hand, she's the queen of my lane. Riding curves so fine, I can't ever refrain. Hellcat Charger, she my getaway queen. Roaring down the highway, she a slick mean machine. Fuel burning passion, hit a tire scream. My Hellcat baby, living life like a dream. 0 to 60, faster than a second glance. Every gear I shift feels like a wild romance. Leather grip tight, she got me in a trance. She don't just ride road, she make them dance. Red lights flashing, cops try to catch her heat. Turbo spinning love, man, she ain't discreet. Grip the wheel tighter, hear that V8 beat. She's untamed thunder, my world feels complete. Hellcat Charger, she my getaway queen. Roaring down the highway, she a sling me machine. Fuel burning passion, hear the tire scream. My Hellcat.
All right, I see a couple of ideas. Let me know what y'all what type of song y'all want to make this into. Y'all want to make it a folk song, a country song, a rap song, trap song, UK drill, I don't know, heavy metal. Let me just clumsy boxer. All right. What? What? Oh man. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Country drill. Hey, that'll be something crazy. A clumsy boxer named, let's see, hold on. Named Donkey Kong. Oh, let's see what it comes up with. I've been having way too much fun with this shit. Seriously, way too much. Rap, gritty, high energy, UK drill. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to feel me for a second. We gonna get to all the good bullshit gaming news, but I just
Head to party. Yeah. He's swinging on ropes, gloves heavy with the drip. Banana Gang's champion, but his footing always slip. Laces untied, tripped over his own pride. Donkey Kong boxing but can't duck, just collide. Stomping on the canvas, mad clumsy with the stance. Fists like wrecking balls, but he chose to dance. Eyes on the gold, bananas on his mind. Opponent ducks low, watch DK fall behind. Yo DK, fumble in the bout. Swing so wild, barely land a clout. Ref call for time, but he's slipping on the sweat. Donkey Kong the clumsy bets lost but no regret. Gloves looking chunky, but the moves never tight. Punches wide open like he's fighting with the night. Trainers yelling loud, stay light on your feet. But DK's trying to juggle snacks mid-beat. Chasing fame but he's tripping on the ropes. Crowd busting loud, chanting for the dope. Hands like thunder but coordination's a ghost. DK in the spotlight, embarrassed at the most. Still clumsy with the jabs, but his heart never quits. Smelling salts on deck, yet laughs through the hits. Ain't polished, ain't glorious.
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but if y'all listen to the rap, you can tell that the rap sounds soulless, bro. You can tell that that's not a human. You can tell that I don't know if it's just me, but I can tell there's no real emotion. Even when they do inflection, there's no real emotion, and it sounds crazy. And it's all, again, it's a computer algorithm that's kind of putting these bars together, and it does it in such a way. It does it in such a way that it sounds so structured to a point. Swinging at the air. You know, this shit crazy. Hold on. It made a second version of this. Let's see if this one sounds any better.
He's swinging on ropes,
Gloves heavy with the drip, banana gang's champion, but his footing always slipped. Lace untied, tripped over his own pride. Donkey Kong boxing but can't duck, just collide. Stomping on the canvas, mad clumsy with the stance. Fist like wrecking balls, but he chose to dance.
It sounds so structured, bruh. Oh my God. It sounds, when I say it sounds so structured, it sounds so, how can I say this? It sounds like they are only counting syllables. It's not technically made to the beat, but it fits within the rhythm. Not sure if that makes sense to y'all. Good morning, Sig Bro. I got a question about CEUs, which are certifications renewal. You know, I just got one of those. I got a renewal for April, actually. It's a certification that I'm not gonna renew. Because the other certifications that I have actually trump it. So it's like it's pointless for me to renew it. But I know that they were telling me about some credits that I could get for, I guess, attending like seminars and going to like these little videos where these courses where these instructors are just kind of going over the material. You can actually get credits for that. But honestly, use Security Plus coming up, ain't it? No, not my Security Plus. No. The one that I have that's coming up is Network Plus, but there's no way that I'm going to renew that because I got my CCNA. So it makes 0 sense for me to redo the Network Plus. It just doesn't make any sense. And then my CCMP is what I'm going after next. So the CCNA is actually going to be obsolete. And then after that is going to be the CCIE. CCIE, I think it is. Oof. Oh. It depends. Are you trying to work with cloud? I mean, there's a lot of cloud certifications that you can get, especially like Amazon, the Google Cloud course, the Microsoft Azure Cloud course. There's a lot of, to be honest with you, I don't really know where those certifications would even really come in handy, truthfully, unless you're going to be working in infrastructure and you're going to be dealing a lot with cloud services, you know, the software as a service side, or I don't know. It all depends on where you're trying to go with it. Yeah, Amazon. Amazon, while I think it's one of the best ones to get, honestly, even possibly maybe even over Azure. It's tough, but it depends on if you want to go into that for real, right? Because if you're gonna focus on it, then I don't think it would be that tough. But then again, if your core focus is something totally different outside of cloud, it's gonna be a little crazy. I look at it like this: even if you were to, let's say you wanted to go into cybersecurity or something like that, I think if you're gonna go into cybersecurity, it's probably not great to go into something as in depth as maybe getting truly into like the networking side of things. As crazy as that might sound, it would be a focus that wouldn't help you out at all. I could work on base with only a security plus. I thought you aren't you out? Don't you retire or something like that this year? I thought you was getting out of the service. Ugh. I'm working on security plus renewal now. Yeah, I did last year. Oh, but you still working? Oh, you still live on base? I thought y'all went civilian after y'all got out and just enjoyed the fruits of your labor. What's up, Ice Queen? What's good? Azure, like anything from Microsoft, is garbage. It is, but it is a major competitor. I think AWS is still ranked number 1. I believe that is still true, but I think Azure is second, if I'm not mistaken. The thing is, Microsoft, they sell Azure at a crazy cheap price. So a lot of people adopt it not because it's the best, but because it's cheaper for them to get into it. Shout out to you, Jeffrey. Welcome to the greatest console built. Let me go to the main scene here, so you guys don't have to see my little guy dancing there. Gonna Google that one. GIC certs. Get you paid if you get AWS and Azure skills. It does. But what do you want to what do you want to be? What do you it depends on what you want to do. What do you want your discipline to be? Because that'll make all the difference. I mean, you could be a jack of all trades, but then you'll be a master of nothing. So what is it that you want to master? Because I'm going to tell you, I went from the physical wiring side of networking to the virtual side of networking. And that's always been the main thing that I've always focused on. Like when I initially started getting my certifications and everything, I was looking at it from a perspective of I wanted to figure out exactly where I wanted to be. And once I realized, okay, I love everything to do with routing, configuring switches, setting up routers. I'm not talking about those little those little residential routers that you guys have. I'm talking about commercial routers. I'm talking about routers that don't provide wireless. So that's not the router I'm talking about. But that was always a main focus of mine. So yeah, I used to build military servers and do all sorts of help desk crap. And I used to be a comm technician. You know, people always say that help desk is probably the best place to start. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people who I know that started in help desk, they ended up stuck in something resembling help desk, no matter what they've done. So, I mean, help desk, I guess, is a good entry point. But what do you want to do? Like, what is it that you want to do? Because again, help desk could be anything. The help desk could be, hey, my email isn't working. Can you reset my password? That I have never been fond of shit like that. I don't want a job. I just want to get my cert game on point for now before college in August. I think if that is your goal, then you're probably doing it a bit backwards, because usually a lot of the things that you learn from certs, you would be getting in college when you're going for your bachelor's or your associates or even your masters in computer science. So you would be getting a lot of certs that you're probably not going to use, and then it's going to be useless, and you're going to have paid a lot of money for it. Because truthfully, let me tell you, I think the most beginner place that you can start is A+ certification. Once you get out of A+ certification, then by that time, A+ gives you the idea of what you actually want to do, right? So it's like a person who get ready to start college, right? Going to college, 9 times out of 10, people don't really know what they want to do. So they kind of go to college to kind of figure things out, right? That would be getting your A+ certification. Once you get your A+ certification, now you kind of know, the different things that comes along in the IT field, different things that you'll be dealing with, different levels, different, it kind of teaches you about the computer, about the basics of a computer, the basics of like laser printers, well, the different variations of printers and things like that, the different ports that you'll be using. It gives you the basics on everything, right? So then from there you say, okay, well, I want to be on, maybe you want to be on the content delivery side of things, right? Maybe you want to be a person who works in infrastructure and you have to maintain the servers, and you have to be the person that sets up the redundancies and things like that. What's up, Mark Piggins? Or maybe you want to be more of a cybersecurity person. Maybe you want to be more of a person that knows or who stops attackers, and a person who tests systems and things like that. Maybe that's what you want your journey to be. Or maybe you want your journey to be on the network side of things, where you're managing and maintaining. Maybe you want to be a network engineer, or maybe you want to work for like a GPON team, or it's it's so different. Like again, I just don't see why you would. Ultimately, if you get the certs and you're doing all the stuff that you're doing, you probably don't need the college. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of people I know with master's degrees, literally master's degrees, and they make less than me, bro. And I don't have a college degree. So I'm gonna tell you, dog, some things just seem to be a waste of money. But I'm gonna say, don't use me as an example, because I go above and beyond when I want to learn something or when I want to do something. I will literally detach myself from the face of the earth and figure out what it is I need to figure out about what it is that I'm trying to pursue or what field I'm trying to get in. So I guess you can't really use me as a baseline for that, but yeah, to me, I think I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I got an ignorant take on college in general. I think that shit is the biggest scam in the world. Well, it ain't the biggest scam in the world, but it's like right next to like insurance, dog. Because I think insurance is the biggest. No, hold on. Insurance would be number 2. The biggest scam in the world is taxes. That's the biggest scam in the world. Taxes is number 1, insurance is number 2, college is number 3, dog. I swear on everything I love, I've looked at all 3 of those things, and I still wonder to this day, how did they get a group of people acclimated to just giving away money, dog? Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I think what I want to get into next, like, I love what I do in the IT world, right? I love what I do in the IT world. But I think a bigger thing that I want to pursue is psychology, dog. I think a bigger thing I want to pursue is psychology, because I am just amused at some of the things that I see. I am just amused at how all the people in the world are controlled by less than 1,000 fucking people. I am just, listen, listen, I am just super amused with that, dude. I have to tell you, I study, I just, you ever sit back and just listen to certain things and then I'm just flabbergasted, bro. I think, and I'm not gonna try to make this too political, I think this presidency woke up the inner psychologist within me, because I'm still trying to figure it out. There are people who are 100% convinced that billionaires want to help the less fortunate. And they really believe that. They really believe these people got all of their billions, and with all the billions that they've accrued, that they have the best interest of the people in mind. That's some shit that I gotta figure that one out. I gotta figure out how they convinced people of this. Don't get me wrong. There's other people with ulterior motives that their hate is just so strong that their hate made them vote a certain way. Not that they really feel like the person was going to assist or help with anything, but their hatred for other people made them figure, you know. So I get it. I get that those people exist, but those can't be the majority of people. That can't be. I would be hard pressed to believe that the majority of people think that way. I'm sorry, I would, but I do want to know the psychology behind it. I do want to know, is it really media programming, right? I mean, it's so strange. It's so strange. And I sit back and I try to figure this shit out, dog. I'm like, bro, I see people now, let me give you just an idea of this, right? So you got people who work in like fast food, right? Depending on where you live, you probably make like 15 to 17,000 a year or something like that. Something crazy, right? Like something strange, something that, nigga, you can't live in a 1-bedroom apartment, right? For that, or you can't live in a studio. I guess that's what they call it, right? A studio apartment. You can't live in a studio apartment off of 15 to 17,000 a year, right? But this is how strange this is, right? Let's take the billionaires out of it, right? Let's take the billionaires out of it. Let's just look at the people who make 15 to 17,000, right? So then you got other people, depending on what it is that they've done. Maybe they haven't done anything special. They haven't got any college training or anything like that, but they've been working in the field for so long that that field now pays them more for their experience, right? So then you got people who make between like 27,000 and 37,000, right? 27 and 37,000. So the people with 27 and 37,000, somehow they feel so entitled to their tenure that they can't fathom how somebody who works in a field that they feel is below them, but that they will visit on a regular basis to allow them people to feed them, right? They feel like, how in the could they be complaining about money, bro? Like, I feel like I do more than them. And now the people who make 15 to 17,000 are fighting with the people who make 27 to 37,000. And you can see how stupid that is, right? But then let's say you move a little bit further up the line, right? So now you got people who make between 38 and let's just say 47,000, right? Now they're looking at the people below them and they feel like ugh, how dare you? How dare you feel like you should be making more money? You're already making too much money from my perspective. You're making $27,000 to $37,000. How dare you feel like you should be making 40 to 50,000? Ugh. So now these people are fighting with the 27 to 37,000 people. And then you got people who are a little bit further up the chain, they make about 60 to 70,000, right? So they make 60 to 70,000 and they just feel like everybody below them are peons. It's crazy. It's like keeping people in tiers like that. They feel like they're more deserving than the next person, right? And it's like even though all of them should be making more, even though they should all be making more, right? So if the people who make 15 to 17,000, right? If they make, I guess, whatever is considered a livable wage. Now, I don't even know what that means, because livable wage is different for everybody depending on how you live, right? So let's say you got the people who make 15 to 17,000, right? Let's just say a livable wage was $40,000, right? If those people make $40,000, then the people who make, 27 to 37, y'all should probably be making like 60 to 70, right? And the people above them who make 65 to 70,000, they should be making maybe 90 to 100,000, right? But instead of them fighting against a person that actually pays them, which is the billionaires, nigga, they siding with the billionaires, saying that the people below them don't deserve to make more money, especially not the amount of money that they're making, because they have been tricked into thinking that, they're worth whatever they're fucking being paid. And I'm gonna let you guys know, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Most people aren't being paid what they should be getting paid. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. Let me explain to you why I say that, right? In the field of what I do, I am 1000% that I do less than what people in warehouses do. It's not as taxing on my body. It's not as taxing physically or mentally. Like, don't get me wrong. Some days I be having some days where just some people be doing some stupid shit and I be feeling like, man, fuck the world, because these niggas are stupid. But I genuinely believe that people who work in a warehouse should probably be making more than I make. They do a lot more work and probably are a lot more productive. But I found out the key to the money system. It's not about what you do. It's more about what you know. And I keep that very close to my chest. Any job that I start, I learn the ins and the outs. I learn the ups and the downs. I learn what would make me the best fit for this position, right? What would make these people leave me the hell alone and just let me do whatever it is I do? So I learn the scope of my job in and out, and I can answer any question that you throw at me. And that's how I made myself, that's how I secured myself where I am. That's how I ended up doing things for the VP and ended up becoming that guy. But it still doesn't mean that I work harder than that person that's in that warehouse, that's stocking them shelves and fucking loading up trucks and shit like that. And truthfully, I don't think I could take a day of working at fucking McDonald's or Wendy's or KFC, bro. There's no way. There's no way that I could be serving delusional ass people that feel like I should starve to death because I'm working in a restaurant. There's just no way. There's no way that I would like to sit and look people in the eye who feel like I'm the scum of the earth. Even though they're coming to this place of business to purchase food, they're still looking at me like I am like the gum beneath their shoe. It's some wild shit. But I don't think I could do it. Shout out to Akiak. He say a trade or CL is way more valuable than a college degree, in my opinion. I have both. I'm certified in HVAC and got a Class A CDL. You know, that's something that I wanted to go into. I'm gonna tell you why I never did it though. I'm gonna tell you why I never did it. The life of a CDL over the road, I guess it only affects you. Like me, I wouldn't want to be away from my family in the amount of time that you have to be when you're like doing over the road trucking and stuff like that. And I get it. There's some where you could just do like around the city or whatever, but it doesn't pay you the amount of money that you would be making if you're doing the over the road stuff. That you know, in that particular sense. So it's just like, I'm good. And the thing is, if you know how much I make, it's a lot more than if I would have been driving a truck. And to be honest with you, no disrespect to the truckers that's out there, like y'all be going through some bullshit. Y'all be going through some bullshit, man. And the way how everything is so volatile right now, nah. I don't think I would really want to be in that. And you know, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, right? As I say, and I know I sound like a broken record and I'm repeating this, but I don't watch gaming related shit on YouTube unless it's just some random shit that pop up in the short, right? I don't really watch anything gaming related on that. But when I do be watching it, a lot of the stuff that I've seen is like people who had their own trucking companies and shit like that. And they talking about how like the middlemen be robbing them and shit like that. And it's just like, I'm like, do I really want this sort of headache? But if worst ever came to worst, I'd definitely become a truck driver for sure. I let's say the business that I'm in, right? Let's just say at some point in time, technically they automate everything. And they're like, hey, Anthony, we no longer need your black ass. Get the fuck from out of here, nigga. We cool on you. If that was to happen, I'd definitely jump into trucking for real. Well, I don't know if I would do it right away. Truthfully, I try to get right back in the field that I'm in now because it's a fucking piece of cake. And I get to sit around doing almost nothing. But I wouldn't be opposed to trucking for real. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's a lot of bullshit, man. It's a lot of bullshit that come with the trucking. Like, I don't know if there's any truckers in the chat, but if what I've been seeing on YouTube is actually a reality, and like a lot of trucking businesses are going under, and you know, because you always have the success stories, right? So I'm not saying it's everybody, but there was a large portion of people that's just like, trucking is fucked up right now. And I don't know if that's going to get better or if it's going to get worse, but I don't know if I would be wanting to take that risk right now. Shout out to my man Craig. He says, are you buying Forza or Indy Jones? No, there's far too much for me to be playing this year, Craig. And Forza just isn't on my radar, and Indy isn't on my radar. To be honest with you, if I wanted to play those games, I would have bought them on PC already, because I have access to both already. But nah, it's just really not something that I care about, and it being on PlayStation doesn't make that any different. You know, that's something though, right? To move into more of the gaming stuff, that is something, right? The fact that those games are coming to PlayStation and some people are actually, I'm not gonna say some people, I'm gonna say a lot of people, because I think Forza and Indy are the top pre-ordered games on PlayStation Store right now. No bullshit. No bullshit. Though, well, it was the last time I checked, which I think was like yesterday. Those two games were the top, and it wasn't just the regular version, it was the premium versions of those games that were at the top of the list. So a lot of people are lying. A lot of people are lying about those games. A lot of people, well, let me not say that either, because I think what it is this small community of gamer here, right? we're saying that we're not touching that shit on PlayStation, but there's a whole bigger world out there, right? There's 70 million PlayStations, or however many they sold at this point, right? There's about 70 million PlayStations out there, and some people saw Indiana Jones and saw Forza and saw that it was on a platform that they did not have or have any interest in purchasing, and they were like, hey, if this shit ever comes to my platform, then I'll fucking buy it. And they're like, they're gonna buy it, and they are buying that motherfucker up. They are buying it up. So yeah, I think I'm cool though. Yeah, we are the exception. That's facts. That's facts. That is facts. And not only that, we are a very small minority, right? We're a very small minority. But I always said that I wasn't interested in either of those games. I did play Forza when it was on Xbox. I played it through Game Pass, and I'm cool, bro. It's just not something that I really care for real. But shout out to the people who wanted to play those games. Now you have the opportunity to play them. Get on that. Go buy that shit, man. Gears and Fable are the only games. If Gears came, yeah. I'd play Gears. But I think Gears is probably the only one for me. Maybe. Yeah, Gears is probably the only one for me. Out of the rest of them, like, I don't care about Halo. Never did. I played the Halo Master Chief Collection trying to say, hey, let's get with the times. Let's see how you feel about this game now, because I didn't care about it when it was on the OG Xbox or the Xbox 360. I was like, so let's get with the times and let's see, you know, is it worth it? And I played the Halo Master Chief Collection. I think I beat one and just never really went to any other ones. I was like, I'm cool, bro. I don't understand the catch about Halo. And again, I like to try things again. Like, even when it came to Monster Hunter, right? Like, I played Monster Hunter Worlds, and in playing Monster Hunter Worlds, I didn't really like what I was doing at that time. And I don't know if it's just I didn't know the structure of the game. Maybe that could have possibly, yeah, it could have possibly been that. I didn't really like the structure of the game. You know what I mean? And then I decided, okay, with Monster Hunter Wilds coming out, I was like, well, Forsaken really was like, yo, hop on this shit, nigga. We gonna play this shit. And I was like, all right, man, I'll give it another chance, because he seemed to know a lot about Monster Hunter, and he ended up explaining a lot of this shit to me. And once I really understood the game, I was like, okay, this shit ain't half bad. It ain't half bad. All right, cool. And yeah, I think I'm a Monster Hunter fan now. But again, that may change, because I'm gonna go back and play Monster Hunter Worlds again and see how I feel about it now that I beat this particular game. And I think Monster Hunter Worlds has like its own like expansion or something, like what is it, the Frozen Wilds or some shit like that. So that will give me more. But the problem with that is I can't play Monster Hunter Worlds right now, because dude, there is too much coming out within the next couple of months, man. And my dumb ass, I said that I wasn't gonna be buying a whole bunch of games, man. I bought AI Limit, I bought First Berserker Kazan, I bought what else was it? Hold on, let me find my phone, because I went there. It was a whole list of shit that I was like, fuck it, man, I need to hop on this shit. Where is it? Oh, it would have been in my mail. Yo, am I the only one that got like fucking like 20 email addresses? Because I got like mad email addresses. It don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. All right, so thank you for your purchase. What is it? Thank you for your purchase. Oh, there we go. I bought a game called Karma, The Dark World, Split Fiction, AI Limit, First Berserker Kazan, And not only that, I got Death Stranding, Mind's Eye, and there's like, I think maybe like 2 more games, but all of those come out within the next 2 months. All of those games come out in the next 2 months, and it's like, bro, I gotta make it through AC Shadows, I gotta make it through First Berserker Kazan, I gotta make it through Split Fiction, I gotta make it through AI Limit, I gotta make it through all of these games within the next 2 months, because in the next 2 months it's getting fucking stupid. It is getting absolutely fucking stupid. So me personally, I ain't got the time, I don't have the ability, I don't even have the want to add Forza or Indiana. Maybe, I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line I might do it. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll wake up one day and be like, yo, you know what, I want to play some Forza, nigga, on my PlayStation. But that wouldn't be no time soon. That wouldn't be. That Mafia the Old Country, that was one of the other 2 that I was telling you about. Mafia the Old Country, that's definitely getting played. That's definitely getting played, bro. So I ain't got time for it, bro. Again, I don't wish the game to do bad or anything like that. Hell, I want Microsoft to see that they can make more money on PlayStation, nigga. And then them niggas gonna be like, fuck Xbox even more, nigga. Like, it is what it is, nigga. Fuck Xbox, bro. Like, I don't care about it. You don't care about it. But let's talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about Nintendo, man. Hey, man, I watched this motherfucking direct, bruh, and ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way. Nintendo is the only people who could get away with this shit. Nintendo is the only way to get. Listen, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you what I saw. I saw something in that state of play. I mean, in that Nintendo Direct. But I'm gonna give them a pass for right now. I'm gonna give them a pass for right now. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give them a pass. I'm gonna give them a pass because they said that they having another Nintendo Switch 2 Direct on the 2nd, which is in a couple days, right? So I'm gonna give them I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt for the moment. Until I see. Oh, you know what? I know why. Because this fucking Discord, man. This fucking Discord, bro. Anyway, it should be good now for a second. It was on my end.
Anyway, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
But Nintendo is the only one that can get away with some of the shit that I saw in this direct. And goddamn, I was flabbergasted. I didn't care enough because I don't give a fuck about Nintendo, and Nintendo truly doesn't make video games for me, bro. I figured that out, and I'm cool with that, right? Like, I'm cool with that. They have their audience, and they have their forced audience, where their forced audience had a preference before, and now because they don't want to choose the alternative, they run to Nintendo. So then they're going to champion everything that Nintendo does. But I wish PlayStation would. Oh, I wish they would. Listen here, man. Listen here, man. Oh yeah, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that noise? Yup. Oh man, they started off with more remasters, nigga. With more remasters. Wasn't that a problem? Is that a problem for Nintendo and Xbox gamers and PC gamers? Somehow they feel like PlayStation remastered too much shit or whatever. Nigga, they remastering shit that still look the same, nigga. Hey, I ain't gonna be lying.
Remastered before too.
No, it was 3, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was 3 and 4 maybe. But now they doing 1 and 2 HD remake, right?
Hello everyone. I'm Shinya.
And now they showed a lot of shit. That's what I would say. But it's a lot of shit that I myself don't give a fuck about, dog. Like whatever the fuck this is, I think I'm cool. This super straight. Super straight, bruh. 2025? This what I'm playing? No, sir. And keep in mind, a lot of this shit is on PlayStation. A lot of this is not exclusive to Nintendo. So, but the point is, even though I have access to it, I have no interest in playing whatever the fuck this is. I'm sorry. I don't, nigga. If I wanted to play shit like this, y'all niggas, I'm gonna tell you what y'all need to do for real. Y'all niggas need to go and hook y'all Wii up, nigga. And y'all should be straight. Y'all should be straight. Just hook your Wii up. Nigga, you don't even need a Switch for this shit, dog. You do not need a Switch for this. Just get a Wii U, nigga. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is, but there is no way. There is no way on God green earth, bro. Not a fucking way, dog. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck Pac-Man doing in here, nigga. Like, the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, this look kind of cool. I think I would rock with this. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I think I would low-key kind of fuck with this. Only because it looked like it's like one of those Metroidvanias.
Yeah, it looked like
nigga starring Pac-Man, nigga. Starring Pac-Man.
It kind of makes sense though, sick, if you think about it. Pac-Man absorbing them when he eat them and they get power-ups.
Yo, is that really Pac-Man, nigga? I thought that was just some shit that looked like Pac-Man. That ain't really Pac-Man.
No, that not Pac-Man.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
They say it's a take. They say it's a take on Pac-Man. Now this was kind of weird.
Oh, shit.
Patapon 1 and 2 going to Switch. But I don't blame them because niggas with PlayStation didn't buy this shit, and it was their game. They didn't buy it on the Vita. Man, first of all, stop, dog. Nobody is playing this shit, bro. When they announced this bullshit here, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, and I ain't talking about here. I'm talking about on PlayStation. When they announced this on PlayStation, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is this? Nigga, I do not give a fuck about no Patapon, nigga. The fuck? Hey, listen, nigga, I don't blame PlayStation. Get your money, fam, cause you wasn't gonna get your money from PlayStation gamers for this shit, nigga. Try to get that shit from fucking, cause hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was watching the stream. Them niggas was hyped for this shit.
Yeah, I saw.
Them niggas was hyped for this shit. I said, ain't no way.
I saw Twitter, somebody say that our PlayStation kill any hype for a handheld. I was like, ain't nobody give a damn about a handheld for PlayStation.
PlayStation ain't making no damn handheld, nigga. Yeah. The closest we gonna get is a PlayStation Portal, and that ain't gonna change, bruh. That ain't gonna change. If they gotta put money into making exclusive games or games that work exclusively for that little device, they not finna do it, bro. It'll be a bust. It ain't no point. Let these Nintendo niggas continue playing these garbage ass games that look like they were made in the fucking early 2000s, nigga. Cause this shit definitely looked like it was made in 2003, nigga. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Get this shit the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, who the fuck is sitting down? Like, yeah, nigga, I want to play as Mina and Wilbur, nigga. Like, what is this? Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar, nigga? Fuck out of here, bro.
Yo, listen. And Nintendo is the Nintendo community is one of the first set that has complained, man, these PlayStation games graphics terrible.
Yo, hey, facts, nigga. Big facts, bro. Big facts, and then they around here running around with this bullshit, dog. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, cut it out. Metroid Prime 4 looked cool, but it just looked like another Metroid game, nigga. Like, what do you want? I mean, it's Metroid, nigga. This looked like some shit that my boy was playing on the GameCube a long time ago.
That is the game. It more sharper in a sense of you don't get like the little
Nah, this ain't a remake. Ain't this a new game?
no,
Metroid
that is the new
Prime 4?
Metroid. That is the new Metroid. That's the new one.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
it
new
looked like a game that my boy was playing a long ass time ago.
Yeah, it
On the
looked like
fucking on the GameCube.
GameCube. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like the one on the GameCube.
Yeah, I'm cool though. Hey, y'all niggas enjoy this shit, bro. Like I like the Metroidvania version of that shit, or what is it, roguelite or however they call it?
Roguelite.
I like that one, nigga. Like I like that one. This shit? Nah, nigga. I'm cool. This shit I was just laughing. I was like, bro, ain't no fucking way. Disney Villains Curse Cafe. Dread, there you go. That's the one. I like Metroid Dread. That was cool. This shit, nah. Nigga, this is a cold pass. How many of y'all niggas want to be witches? How many of y'all niggas want to be riding around on brooms? What is this? Harry Potter 2D, nigga? This is like the Harry Potter game, nigga? This, what is it? Witchbrook. Niggas around here riding around on scooters, nigga. This shit look like Paperboy, nigga, from the Super Nintendo era. Fuck out of here.
Man, if this did drop on PlayStation, they'd be like, what is this shit?
I'm still like, what is this shit, man? Hey, look, man. To each his own, though, man. Oh, I fuck with this. What this is like? I think this was the Gradius shit or something like. Yeah,
that's the
Gradius.
first one they remade.
This I'd fuck with for sure. This bring back some memories, nigga. I remember, nigga, my whole family left my ass at home, nigga. They left while it was nighttime, nigga. Nobody was home but me, nigga. And I had this fucking game, nigga. I was playing this shit till somebody showed back up.
Launches on the Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later
They put this
today.
Super Nintendo game on fucking Switch.
Battle to the beat in
Bro, y'all can't like for real, dog. Cut the cap on this Switch shit, bro. Like, please cut the cap on this, bro. This shit would not be accepted on anything other than the Switch, bro. Nothing else other than the Switch, bro. And none of y'all ain't playing none of these fucking games, nigga.
new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
Tamagotchi. You know, I always say a Tamagotchi.
Design
Mhm.
glasses at
I always say a
used to say
Tamagotchi, bro.
too.
Nigga, they said Tamagotchi.
or with a friend at the dentist. And
Nigga, they giving y'all another bum ass Pokemon game, bro. Y'all don't get tired of these Pokemon games, nigga. Like,
to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
Pokemon Legends.
Begin your adventure by choosing one of
Yeah,
Ain't these the
finally.
same people that made Arceus or
Yep.
whatever that is?
setting is
Yep, it's the same people that make it.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this. Take a cold, hard look at this game that they are presenting in front of you, my boy. Where else? Who else could get away with this? Who else could get away with shit that look like this, bro? Who
All I
else?
have to say, this can't be running on the Switch too. Because if this run on the Switch too,
Nah.
that is
They
not
did-
as powerful.
Here is where I say Nintendo is much smarter than Sony, right?
Mhm.
They made a differentiation, bro. They are already doing a separation between the two. They said that this was Nintendo Switch, and they said they're having a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct on the 2nd.
Okay.
You see the difference? PlayStation will just throw all that shit together and let you make a determination on what the fuck they mean by that shit. Yo, PlayStation be a stone cold fool sometimes, man. But look at that. Nah, you crazy as hell, dog. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Fucking hell, man. God
Yo,
damn.
I honestly wanted to believe was YouTube compression causing that problem, but nah, that
No,
game just looked like
hell nah, nigga. No. Oh, another rhythm game.
You wanna see?
Hey, they made this specifically for Aaron right here.
Jump through the ring.
This is what Aaron gonna be playing as soon as he get a Switch 2.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. try it in time to a rhythm.
Yo, get this. Hey, they about to pay $400 to play this on the Switch too.
Aaron say yeah, he'll try it.
Hey, get this shit the fuck out of here. Get this shit out of here, bro. Hey, look, I give you one here, right?
With a brand new entry.
We played some shit like this back in the days with Parappa the Rap, right? Because that's exactly what this that's exactly what the fuck this is, right? Like some kick,
Yep.
punch, it's all in your mind. But nigga, in 2025, nigga, I don't give a fuck about Parappa the Rapper, dog.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
This is the best. This is the best right here. Hey, take a look at this shit.
Digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards. Well, here's what we can
This is great.
using the virtual game card.
This is great.
In the future,
This
cards can be used
Hey, make an excuse for it, Aaron. Make an excuse for it, Aaron. Let's go. Let's go, Aaron.
system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that type.
Let's go. Let's go.
Will be lined up
Let's
with
go.
virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Hey, bro. We could play Splatoon together, bro. Can I borrow Splatoon?
This
Yeah,
is
but if
not,
I let you borrow it, I can't play it.
Wait, but sick. This is not like a worse version of SharePlay.
No, this is nothing like
Yeah.
SharePlay.
No,
This
because
is
Edison
100%. No, this is 100% nothing like SharePlay. This is like if you had a physical cartridge, and you let your boy borrow your game. That's exactly what this is like.
No, that's it. Worse than it because SharePlay, like once they have your account, they can play anyone in your game, and you could play with them. But this is like one
This is
person.
nothing like SharePlay. And SharePlay, you're misconstruing SharePlay with sharing digital games. SharePlay
Okay.
is when you actually stream, when the person is streaming and they can take over your controller.
I confused them. Yeah, I confused them. I'm thinking of when you have your main PlayStation and then you have your other PlayStation. That what I'm thinking of. Where people were getting locked out and balling, because PlayStation down, and I was like, no, because that's not your main PlayStation.
So let me tell you, in retrospect, well, looking at this, there's nothing inherently wrong with this. But Aaron, you're being a cocksucker, Aaron, because if PlayStation did this, you would be crying about, but Xbox lets you share the games with people and both of y'all could play. You would be saying that. With this, you're not saying that. With this, you're saying, oh, this is just fine. This is just fine. You don't see the problem? You don't see the problem with that, Aaron? Aaron, you don't see the problem with that? Nah. We're not going to take things at face value and what they're for, because that's not what you do, Aaron. That's not what you do, Aaron. But you want to do that now because I guess you like the Switch. You like this little tablet thing. But nah, Aaron. Nah, Aaron. Aaron. Oh, no, sir. No,
Aaron
sir.
Captain.
You don't get to pretend like you weren't part of the console war now, bro, Aaron. Now, Aaron, sir, you don't get to pretend. No, sir, Aaron. No, you don't. You do not get to pretend like you ain't been around here running with all of these narratives, Aaron. I'm talking about from chat to chat to chat, from channel to channel to channel to channel, because you be all over the spectrum. Aaron, let's not pretend. Like, I know your baby Xbox. I mean, you see the writing on the wall for them. But nah. We not finna pretend. We not finna pretend, Aaron. Aaron, like, well, I don't see a problem with this, okay? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really see a problem with it on any side of how this is, but I'm not gonna complain about this where you can let somebody borrow a game and then you don't have access to that digital game that you bought because you let somebody borrow it. No, it's definitely a weak ass system. If anybody other than Nintendo did this, you would care though. Well, Nintendo or Xbox. Anybody other than Nintendo and Xbox. If PlayStation came out and said that you could let people borrow digital games, but during the time period that they're borrowing the digital game, you can't actually fucking use the game, you would be like, oh, that's crazy. PlayStation money hungry. PlayStation just wants you to buy 2 copies. You would roll with whatever narrative is present, Aaron. Come on, man. Come on. This sick you talking to, Aaron. Aaron, come on, man. We ain't gonna do that today, Aaron. Come on, Aaron. Oh man, this
I
is
have tweets proven Aaron lying, so don't take him on.
Oh no, I know he definitely 100% lying. I mean, he could sit here and lie to the chat. He not gonna lie to me. I already know. Yeah, I already know, bro.
What PlayStation games have multiplayer? Ain't no way you type that. Gran Turismo. Get out of here. Move. No way you type that. Gran Turismo. Move. No way you type that.
Well, it would be all of PlayStation games and all of Xbox games and all the multiplats. I mean, you know what's gonna have multiplayer, Aaron? Forza. Halo and Gears. They both go have multiplayer right along with Call of Duty. And whatever else PlayStation decides to put out. I mean, they already got MLB The Show. They already got Gran Turismo. They already got Ghost of Tsushima with their Legends multiplayer. I mean, we can keep going because they got more, but I'm just saying. I mean, do we still want to? Are we still trying to do this? I mean, what we doing? What we doing? Nah, this some bullshit though. I'm running with it. I'm running with that. If I'm on my Xbox and I can share my account, I'm on PlayStation. Share my account. If I'm on my Nintendo Switch, then I should be able to share my account too. And we should both be able to play the same game because I'm sharing my account. That's just what has been set up. I'm sorry. Those are the rules. I didn't make the rules. But we here now. It's general consensus. Man. Don't tell me I'm sharing a digital game, nigga. This ain't no cartridge. This ain't no cartridge player. This digital. I'm already paying too much for it. It's digital.
Yo, and you don't get discounts on them shit, huh? Them shit, come on, 10 years ago and still cost $70.
Hey, I'm still of the belief whoever comes out with the ability to sell digital games, whoever come out with reselling digital games, that's going to be the top dog. That's going to be the lick. Because you know how many games I buy and then I play them shits and I be like, dog, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get the shit the fuck out of here. And if I find out that I could resell that bitch for probably like $40 and then like the developer get like $10, so I walk away with $30 at least, nigga, I'd be happy to walk away with $30.
I feel Steam will probably do that. Steam, most likely that'll be Steam next move.
I would be happy to walk away with $30 for a game that I may have paid like $70, maybe played way too many hours, so I can't refund it. But then you at least give me the ability to make some money off that shit. I'll be happy with that, bro.
Yeah, I honestly believe Steam will be the first to do it because Steam technically already have an open marketplace to sell stuff you get from games and thing. So just to make you sell your key, like if you could sell your key, like give up, revoke your license, I could see Steam doing that way easier than anybody else. Like to implement it now because they like have the foundation, everything there.
Yeah. I mean, again, if we can do that, shit, I'd be down for it. That would be really freaking dope. That would be really freaking dope. But nah. This Nintendo shit, some bullshit. And oh man, this was even funnier when they showed High on Life. Bro, do you see this bullshit? Nah. Nintendo, big dog. Even at 1080p, nah. They tried to skip over this shit. They had the nerve, the unmitigated gall to try to pass through this in like 3 seconds. Nigga, bring your ass back here, boy. What are we talking about, bro? What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? Nigga, you expect somebody to pay like $40 for this shit? I think it was even $50 on the PlayStation when it first landed on the PlayStation. Bruh,
Yeah.
Ain't no way on God's green earth they trying to sell this, bro. And then I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dog, is this the Switch 2 version or is this the Switch version? That's why I said I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, because maybe this is just the Switch version, right? And we already know the Switch is some bullshit. Maybe the Switch 2 would look better because this ain't a demanding game at all. I played this shit on other platforms. This is not a demanding game. But bruh,
if the rumors
my nigga,
if the rumors are to believe with the specs, it should look a little bit better. Not all that, but like a bit better.
Yeah. I don't know, player. They still targeting 1080p, dog. I don't even think that's a 4K screen that they got. The best that I can
it's
think.
1080p.
Yeah, it's 1080p. The best that I think is that maybe if you put it on a dock, just maybe it'll look a little better. But they should have made a cell shaded version of this game for the Switch, because this looks nasty. This looks nasty. Look at that. Make games cell shaded, and they work much better on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I remember and I had an argument with somebody about the cell shading, and they were telling me, oh, it's like more difficult or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but not graphically demanding. Somebody was saying, oh, it's more graphically demanding than Horizon. I was like, what?
I remember that conversation. I don't remember who you was having the conversation with, but that was a dumbass conversation, dog.
I was like, wait, what? No.
Nah, it's time to wrap this Switch up, though, dog. Like, they need to pack this shit up, dog. Like, this shit looks disgusting. This shit looks gross.
You see that frame drop? You see that frame drop just on it?
I did, but bro, I don't have no expectations for the regular Switch. Let me tell you, they got me. Listen, I think that's why I'm being so particular when it comes to Nintendo this time around. Cause I see Nintendo don't give a fuck about what they put out there, nigga. They don't give a fuck. So I think I'm on chill, because I was like, I was gonna be a day one, like I'm gonna get a Switch day one. Hell no. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It depends. Fun. It depends. I want to see what they show in this Switch 2. I want to see what they show in this Switch 2 showcase. If what they show in this Switch 2 showcase looks better, runs better, looks like it'll be a premium experience, I think I'll fuck with it then. If all they're gonna do is create the games for Switch and then make a higher res version, better textures on the Switch 2, then I think maybe I'm cool, because that means it's not a new iteration of the Switch. It is just like a Switch Pro, and I'm definitely cool on that shit. Nintendo, you got it. You got it, player. You and your virtual card system, nigga. You got it. You got it.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will the
Bro, why do you need a Switch to play this? Granted, this is on PlayStation and other platforms, but why do you need a newer platform to play this? Play this the way that it was played previously. I just don't. Nah, man. Nah, man.
Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as a brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press. It's golf that's not quite par. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. Match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Hold on.
Some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the
Did I miss
against
this?
evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities.
Hey, that's funny. Yeah, I think I did miss this. For sure. I don't know how I missed it because I seen all this shit all the way to the end. But damn, I don't know how I missed this one. Hold on, I want y'all to pay attention to something real quick. This is this is definitely Nintendo taking a shot real quick. Hold on. Look at the characters they highlight.
Greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular
Watch this shit.
Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces.
Hey, Nintendo Slick. Out of every character that was in there, because they said it's 15 characters, these 2 characters is the ones that they highlight, nigga.
2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities.
Hey, Nintendo Slick.
Between your team of 2 at any time.
Nintendo Slick as shit, boy.
Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Oh,
The
shit.
battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Yeah, I picked this up on PlayStation for sure. I know it's definitely coming to PlayStation. Let me see. I ain't playing this on no Switch though. Fuck no. Yeah. All right. Here's the real trailer. Here's the real trailer. PlayStation.
Oh, I didn't hear something about this. I didn't realize it was like this kind of beat that kind of game.
Tell me Nintendo ain't slick, bro. Tell me Nintendo is slick. This is a totally different trailer. This a whole different ass trailer, bro. And what they're doing in this trailer is they're showing you all the characters that's in there, dog. They not focusing on just 2 characters, dog. Tell me y'all ain't peep game. Yo, this shit look like it's gonna be some heat though. This look like it's gonna be some real heat.
This look like something you would play.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely. .mu, they the ones that made the Streets of Rage game too.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for this new Streets of Rage to come out that Sega making.
Now you're not worried about graphics. We were never worried about graphics. Y'all Switch people like to come. No, I'm Aaron. I say we were never worried about graphics, as y'all Switch people like to come up.
Whoa. Back up. Hey, Aaron. You're not talking about pixel art versus 3D, are you?
That's tough.
There's no way. There's no way that you're making that comparison between a pixel art game, right? A pixel art game that is supposed to be a pixel art game and something like, where is this shit? And something like this.
Pokemon.
And something like that. You're not talking about this. This shit. This shit that looked like it was made in fucking mid 2000, like 2000, around 2005, nigga. There's no way you're comparing this to something like the likes of, hold on, I'm gonna find another game from the Switch. To something, well, I can't even say this because this is more of a 2.5D type deal. I want to use something. They had something here. Hold on. Where is it? Not the Patapon. Nah. Where is it? Like this. Something like fucking Gradius, bro. There's no way you're comparing something like Gradius, which is a pixel art game, versus like something that's actually supposed to look good because it's in the 3D space and it still look like this. Nah, Aaron, we ain't doing that today, bro. We ain't doing that today, dog. Or I could even use this. Something like this. There's no way you're comparing this to a 3D game. There's absolutely no way you're comparing this to a 3D game. That's like comparing Octopath Traveler to Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. What? Nah. But the games that should look current, like this, and also, I hate to say it, this. Yo, this shit look garbage on the Switch, nigga. Send that shit back to the developers, nigga. Like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Shout out to the Switch, though, man. Shout out to Nintendo, man. Nah, let me not say the Switch. Shout out to Nintendo. Nintendo, boy. Nintendo out here robbing niggas with no mask, no gun, no nothing, nigga. Just give it up. In other news, on Thursday afternoon, Ubisoft announced that it was forming a new subsidiary company with Tencent that will include the company's 3 biggest franchises, along with a number of studios. This has led to a number of employees within Ubisoft to become worried about mass layoffs happening in the coming months, either before or after the deal with Tencent is completed. Not long after the deal was announced, multiple current Ubisoft employees reached out to express feelings of uneasiness and concern about the future of the company, specifically those not working on Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. In an internal email acquired by Insider Gaming, Ubisoft's Marie-Sophie de Wabert said that she understands that there is uncertainty and questions surrounding what's going to happen. She also tried to calm any worries about those not working on these 3 franchises. I also want to be clear. If you're not currently working on these brands, it doesn't mean your work matters any less, she said. This agreement will benefit all of Ubisoft, giving us the means to spark more innovation and creativity across the board. This marks the beginning of a new chapter, and you play a vital role on shaping it. Despite the messaging, however, some aren't buying it. We feel if we're not on the big 3, one current Ubisoft employee said under the condition of anonymity, they can say these things in an email, but when it comes down to it, we feel like we know where priorities are. Said another employee currently working on an unannounced project. I want to think our team is okay right now, but we don't know. You'd think they have at least some sort of clarity for us before publicly announcing the deal. The other messages received all relayed similar sentiments. There is some excitement and hope that a turnaround is coming for the company, but until questions about their status are answered, those in various areas of the company don't want to get happy. We just want to know what's going on, one source said. They promised transparency and a regular communication with us, but we'll see if that actually happens. Insider Gaming has reached out to Ubisoft regarding what the deal with Tencent means for its employees and the possibility of layoffs. Should a response be received, it will be added to the article. Ubisoft anticipates the full deal to be completed before the end of 2025. What do you think the future holds for employees at Ubisoft? Let us know down below and join the discussion in the official Insider Gaming forums. Hey, what's up, Zavery? What's good, big dog? You sold your gaming console and you called me a fake gamer? The fuck?
Yeah.
I'ma read everything as Batman. I have never seen a real gamer consider graphics as the sole determination as to whether a game is enjoyable. At Mally, you don't even game, son. Can't wait till the Switch 2 showcase drops. Them games gonna look so ass.
I'm still buying it.
What is up with you, Link? Why is you
Wait,
still
Link
buying this
buying
bullshit?
Because that's the only place I can play Mario and Zelda.
Man,
You know, and I
I played Mario and Zelda right now.
Yeah, I got those games. But I'm saying when they put out the new ones, I'm gonna need a new console to play the new games.
The new old ones?
No, I'm talking about. I'm not interested in remasters. I'm talking about when they put out new games because you know they will.
Nah, they got remakes, son. Ain't no remasters around here.
Remakes. Well,
They got Dragon. What is it?
They remake
Dragon
Mario
Quest?
Galaxy 2. I'll buy that shit too. Yeah,
Mario Galaxy 2.
that's the
Yeah.
best one.
That was
That
on the
shit
Wii.
was good.
That was on the Wii.
Yeah, they haven't re-released it. They put out a collection, but they only had Galaxy 1 on it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, didn't they have that limited time collection where
Yeah.
you could buy, I think, like 3 games or something like that?
Yeah, but they didn't have Galaxy 2 on it. They only had Galaxy.
Did they have Sunshine? Because I know Sunshine was dope. You know,
Yeah, I think
Sunshine was
on it.
underrated as fuck. Sunshine
It
was
was like
underrated
Mario
as fuck,
64,
man.
Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. I think are the ones that was on there.
I don't know
And
why
Mario
Mario
64.
64. Mario 64, you can play that shit on your cell phone. Yeah, you could probably play the rest of these shits on your cell phone too.
So what do you think about this Ubisoft Tencent thing, Sick? I mean, you think
I'm gonna tell you what I truly believe about this. I truly believe that eventually Ubisoft is going to either no longer exist or Tencent is going to own them outright. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky, right? Because what happens, and this might be a little trick that Microsoft could have played when they sold the rights. Well, not sold, but gave the rights to their cloud streaming shit to Ubisoft. It could be a situation that if the company ever sells, that they would have to relinquish the rights back to Microsoft, which would have been a loophole to where Microsoft then gets their cloud gaming shit back. And you know the climate that we in right now, nigga, all they got to do is give Trump like $1 million or $2 million, nigga.
Yeah.
And that nigga gonna let everything pass through, nigga. It ain't gonna even be a fight this time, nigga. It's just gonna be like, they not even gonna pretend it's a fight, nigga. He already said that he ready for pay to play, nigga. Let's go.
So they spun off to a subsidiary where all their major IP would be up under, and Tencent will own a quarter of that. Right? From what I'm hearing. Sounds like it was an infusion of cash. They needed some money. Tencent has the money, but they didn't want to be completely bought out. So yeah,
they didn't want to be completely bought. Well, that's the problem. They didn't want to be completely bought out, but any of their IP that's actually worth a damn, nigga, that shit goes into this deal.
Right. Into this Tencent holding.
So what's the difference?
Thing.
Is the question.
Well, they
what's
still
the
are
bigger plan?
Owner. Well, you sold a quarter of your ownership away, pretty much.
Yeah, but what's the bigger plan though?
I don't know.
Because right now, if anything needed to move, it would have to go through Tencent.
Right.
Did they have was there any mention of a clause to buy it back?
No. They didn't go
hear that.
deep. You know they never go that deep with fucking articles, nigga.
Okay.
All they know
But
is
if
the
they
surface level shit of the deal that they want you to know about the deal.
Okay, because if they have something later on where like this infusion of cash help them out and they make a certain amount of profit and they get to buy back at maybe a slightly higher price, but they could buy back their shares, that would be smart.
I
But
mean,
if
to
they
be
didn't do
honest
that,
with you,
it's true.
what you're saying is absolutely true, Forsaken, because that's similar to what Sony did when they saved Capcom and Square Enix.
Yep. And Kojima.
Well, they didn't really save Kojima.
No, but I mean like how they gave him like they'd make money and he could buy it back for himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know if y'all see it, but it feels like Sony doesn't give a fuck about retaining ownership of IPs. I don't think they believe that these IPs are great long term. I think it's more of a let's see how it does within a certain time period. And if it overly achieves, then we'll fucking hold on to it.
Yeah, because I think a situation like they're more interested in doing stuff like what they did with Stellar Blade or Rise of Ronin, or they partner with these companies and help fund it, but they don't necessarily.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm starting to see the move. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and again, a lot of people not gonna want to hear this, especially in this chat. But don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. This is the reason why I laugh at Xbox and I laugh at the shit that they doing, but I've always told y'all, do not be surprised if you start seeing Sony make very similar moves, bro. Because at the end of the day, business does not give a fuck about your feelings. It doesn't. If it was in Nintendo's best interest, you would see their IP everywhere. But guess what? It doesn't benefit them to do that because they're not strong in the multi-plat market. PlayStation is fucking killing it in the multi-plat market, right? But then their exclusives, while they do okay, right? you're gonna start saying, damn, can we do more? Where can we put this at? They're already leasing out their properties. Like, doesn't Hot Shot Golf belong to them as well as Patapon?
Yep.
Yeah, those are their IPs. If you even look in the little fine print, it says something. It's still Sony. It's just being Sony published and Sony owned. It's just being
Yes.
distributed and developed by Bandai Namco.
Right. But what I'm saying is, this is the reason why you could laugh, but you'll end up crying later. Which is why I laugh, but I also understand that Sony ain't too far from putting their shit other places as well.
You'll be
Because
surprised.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is exactly what Sean Layden explained. They're looking for a future where the console is not the primary source of income. Remember when Sean Layden, it wasn't the interview that he had with Barry and Persona and What's Up, but it was a interview that I think he did with one of these. I think it might have been games industry or whatever, but he made some of the shit that he was saying, some of the things that, he opened the door for this multi-plat shit already going to PC. My thing is why people could understand them opening the door to the PC shit, but then not understand them opening the door to other shit. And I don't even see this as them copying Microsoft. I see this as being their plan, like long-term plan, prior to Microsoft even making the moves that they made. It's like Microsoft is just executing faster than them. Just go back and look at those older interviews with Sean Layden. And the moves that Sony's making right now to this day will make so much more sense.
Yeah.
It'll make so much more sense.
Did you see? Well, I'm not gonna bring. You brought Sean Layden up, so I was gonna ask you a question about him, but I don't know if you had talked about it or if that was something later. Did you see in the interview when he said one of the reasons why he left Sony?
Nah.
He said the live service push. He said that at the end of the PS4 generation, he felt they had a successful generation. And then he said basically the company was kind of telling him that live service was going to be the next big thing that they were going to be working on, and that was going to be their focus. And he said that just was not his wheelhouse or his expertise. It just wasn't something he was interested in.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. You should know. How the song go? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. Dog, that's exactly what the fuck you got right there, dog. He knew when to walk away, bro. I'm pretty sure he saw the self-destructive acts that Sony was about to do. The biggest failure, not even the hack of 2011, the biggest failure of Sony is probably Concord. Probably Concord. That shit will never be forgotten. Anything they ever do regarding live service, that will be brought up. Because of not only what happened, but how they handled the situation. Nigga, they didn't waste no time. They was just like, shut it down. Get it out. Again, I told y'all, if I was a developer, I would be terrified to work for Sony. I would be feeling exactly the way these Ubisoft developers feel about Tencent and this deal that just happened with Ubisoft. Nigga, I would be, they are going to be in a constant state of, we're probably going to get fired. Imagine developing a game, and instead of you focusing on the game and how you can improve the game, the biggest thing on your mind is, dog, this shit ain't gonna work and we gonna all be fired.
Did you see? I think Shuhei said something. I think Shuhei, I think Sean Layden, I think that they knew how to run the company a certain way, and the company wanted to go a different direction, and probably was the reason why Shuhei went over to Indies, and the reason why Sean Layden was no longer the head of.
Shuhei didn't move over to Indies. Shuhei got moved over to Indies.
He got moved after Jim 9 came in charge. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. But he didn't do it willingly.
Yeah, No, not willingly, but yeah, you could tell there was a shift in when Sean Layden left. There was definitely a shift in the direction of the company.
But you know what's even crazier though? To think about it, just look at this situation for what it is, right? So Shuhei Yoshida had just basically greenlighted the release of God of War, because remember, that nigga wasn't playing when it came to God of War. That nigga was like, this shit don't look fun. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on here, but y'all need to fix this shit. You know, Shuhei had them boys scared, but he had them scared for the right reasons, bro. Because maybe he did see some things that were flawed. Maybe he did see some things that if it had gone unchecked, the game that we received wouldn't have been received so well. You know what I mean? So why would you move somebody who has that sort of leadership capability away from what they clearly were doing best, which is overseeing these games coming out? Because imagine had Shuhei, and it's weird because I'm saying this, and as I'm saying this, I'm reading back into when Shuhei said he was the one who greenlighted Concord. He's the one that made Concord happen, bro. But my thing is, I would like to know what if Shuhei really got to make the decisions when it came to Concord, like truly made decisions. Would he have released it the way that it was, or would there have been more content?
I don't even think was content even the issue.
I would say content was the issue, because I don't think it released with like a few stages and things like that. But it was like stages that were, this is one stage, and then we're going to show you this stage in reverse or at night or some shit like that. But it's kind of the same stage or whatever. I think they could have did more on the content side. And you know what's so weird to me though? Everybody keeps saying that it probably would have did better if they had a story mode. And my question is, everybody who I've ever talked to that played Call of Duty, Halo,
They don't even play the story.
they do not play the story. So why? But those same people who play those games are saying that Concord would have been better had it had a story. I've been trying to make sense of that conversation for the longest, and I just can't do it, bro. That shit is not computing to me. It's not computing to me, bro. Shout out to my man Jean Baptiste. He says, I need an Astral Chain sequel on the Switch 2. You know, I never played Astral Chain.
Really?
I never played Astral Chain, bro. I got so turned off by the Switch, bro. I stopped playing that bitch altogether, dog. Because every time I turned it on, dog, I was playing old school NES games and shit, bro. I wasn't even playing the regular fucking Switch games.
That was like one of the best Switch games I've ever released.
Nigga, you had a Switch?
No. I just played
So how do you know it was one of the best games?
I just played.
That's what he heard.
No,
I bought the game. I don't think it was. I didn't like it.
Because
I need an Astral Chain.
I'm supposed to not like it. What the fuck?
Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this super chat. I need an Astral Chain sequel on the Switch 2. I feel like PlayStation is low key making their IPs multi-plat by starting with the small titles and then move on to the big ones. John Baptiste, bruh. It has to be the French in you that can see the revolution, right? But I see the exact fucking thing, dog. I see the exact same thing. And the thing is, though, what they're doing is smart, because technically Switch is not in competition with the PlayStation. They are technically not putting their games on the Xbox, which I think would have been the only true competition. But then again, I also sort of kind of feel like, to a certain degree, PC is in competition with PlayStation. I don't see how PlayStation don't see it that way, but I feel like anybody that can take potential sales away from you is your competition. Any company that can prevent your console from being purchased by a game being on their platform, I feel like that's competition. Maybe y'all don't see it that way, and maybe there's another way to look at this shit, but it feels like competition to me. Don't get me wrong. As far as PC being competition, it's terrible competition because there's too high of a point of entry for PC. And if you don't spend the good money, you know, the large amount of money to get a decent PC, then your shit is probably going to be on par or below the performance of the PS5. Not even the Pro, but the PS5. So I'm thinking that they're looking at the barrier of entry as kind of deterring the thought of competition in a sense. Am I far off, or do I sound crazy right now?
Nope. You're right, because that is why there was that whole campaign about to buy a Pro, you could build a PC comparable to a PS5 Pro for X amount of dollars. That was the whole point that all those PC gamers talking about, because they know for a fact that is the issue. That entry point with price is why Sony it doesn't matter. People would rather buy a PlayStation. It's cheaper. And you just power it on and you play a game.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing that makes any logical sense to me. Because if you get anything cheaper than like $2,000, your shit ain't finna be running better than the PlayStation. That's just facts.
Hey, look at them Last of Us 2 that spec sheet for the PC. You need a crazy rig to run. You need 32 gigs and 4080 or something to run it at PS5 Pro level. Yeah. That's the reason why I said I think that's the reason why they look at PC like it's not real competition. Because just like the Switch, you have people who would choose a less performing game as long as it costs a cheaper price. Because there's no way I would be buying a single fucking multiplat on the Switch. That's just not gonna fucking happen, bro. That would not happen. And I just don't see the Switch 2 being much better, dog. I really don't. I think people are gonna be disgusted when they truly see what the Switch 2 has to offer. But I'm hoping that that's not the case, because I do want another console, you know, that I can be interested in fucking playing. So I'm hoping for the love of everything that's good, when Tuesday come, because I think Wednesday is the 2nd. When Wednesday come, they actually show something that makes the Switch 2 look presentable, bro. But if they come on there showing a lot of fucking soupy ass fucking multiplats, bro, dog, there's no fucking way. There's no way, bro. Because I'm not impressed by something just being able to run, dog. You could take a 1060 and run a game at the lowest fucking settings, dog. That doesn't impress me, nigga. And sure, the 1060 costs like what, $200-$300? Maybe not even at this point. But I'm not impressed just because something can fucking run. And I think that's where we lost sight of things when it came to Switch. But the great thing about Nintendo, which is what I think still kept people interested, is the fact that they still have their exclusive games, which is why we keep telling y'all exclusive games matter. They absolutely 100% matter. Shout out to JC for being a member for 9 months. Damn. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Sony doing monitors. Oh yeah. Sony been doing monitors. They've been doing monitors. Yeah, the end zone stuff, right?
Yeah, but they make TVs too, dog. So it's only a natural progression that they would do monitors, dog.
They make projectors and things. Like Sony makes
and
a lot of shit
yeah.
people don't know. Yeah, they make projectors. They have the best lens in the world. I don't think any camera lens better than theirs.
You know why? Like, you know why people look at them like that? People look at them, and I think it's a small circle of people that look at them like that. Everybody else knows Sony as being an electronics giant, right? But in this small circle around gaming, everybody pretends that without PlayStation, Sony wouldn't be here. I'm telling you right now, that's an absolute fucking lie. They wouldn't be making nearly as much fucking as much fucking money though. Like, well, not even. Let me take that back. PlayStation is about a third of PlayStation. I mean, a third of Sony. That's literally what it breaks down to. They're about a third of Sony. Sony brings in revenues of like, I don't know, fucking 70, 80, 90 billion dollars a fucking year or some shit like that. And out of that, it's like 30 billion of that is PlayStation.
I don't know, we'll look at this, but Sony is also like the biggest giant in music and anime. Well, you need to realize Sony is huge.
Let me entertain this for 1 second. I wasn't gonna entertain this, but let me entertain this for 1 second. Look, it's noir. Stop, they would be bankrupt. Do tell how 30 billion would bankrupt Sony. Please, enlighten me. Go ahead. We need a good explanation from you. Look, it's noir. Go ahead. I wasn't gonna entertain it, but I'm here for the bullshit today, dog. I'm here for it. Let's hear your explanation of how Sony would be bankrupt if PlayStation fails. And
don't try to bring out the PS3 because that correlates to each other. Don't try to use the PS3. That correlates completely to each other.
Nah. People love saying stupid shit. So I just want him to explain his thoughts. Maybe he has a genuine explanation that he can give us. It's not going to be genuine, but fuck. Let's do it anyway.
Sony also big in movies. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Sony does movies, sensors, cameras, cars, fucking music, finance. They do all sort of shit. They have all types of deals with the NFL. They have all types of deals with different fucking places, dog. I love it because y'all live within the gaming space. And the shit, I guess if you hear something enough, it becomes the truth to you. But it's real easy to look at their finances and you'll find out real quick that what you're saying is fucking retarded. It's retarded. Would it be a big hit to them? Sure. Would it take them down? No.
Nope. Sony is a giant. Like if you leave this gaming space and just go out anywhere, Sony is synonymous with quality around the world. Like, nah, y'all tripping. Y'all really tripping.
Anyway.
Like, if you...
It's all good. Okay. Look, it's noir. I don't even really want you to expound anymore, bro, because I know you can't. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to make what you say true. But I digress, big dog. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, was that just a comment that you made for attention, or like
a response?
I mean, because if you make it for attention, I would definitely think you would want the attention of your response to be heard, right? They were going bankrupt.
That is tied to the PS3.
Wait, no. They were going bankrupt. Who was going bankrupt when? We need details of what you're saying. At one point, did they think that they was going to close PlayStation down? Yes.
Yep.
Does that equal Sony closes down? No.
Nope.
Oh man. They got to the point. Oh wait, hold on. He did expound a little bit. They got to the point now because of the PS4. They were selling off buildings and some of their departments. I think Shuhei explained this best in an interview that he did with somebody. But they were talking about closing down PlayStation, not closing down
That's what I'm saying.
Sony.
I know what he talking about. He talking about when they got rid
Sony
of Levi,
is the parent company of PlayStation. The reason why they did not go under, let me explain something to you, because it was explained, and you can look this up yourself. The reason why they did not go under is because Sony's TVs did very well around the time that PlayStation was doing very bad. They offset the losses of PlayStation 3 with Sony's TVs. How is that possible if Sony can't exist without PlayStation?
That was just about to say. He don't know what y'all need to
Again,
realize that giant Sony
I
is.
understand when you want to believe something, you will believe anything. You're willing to believe anything. But the proof is in the pudding, and you can actually find this out. Like, you could literally, Shuhei Yoshida actually spoke about this entire scenario. And he said exactly what saved PlayStation. Saved PlayStation, not saved Sony. Saved PlayStation. Because they thought PlayStation was going to go under because of what happened with the PS3. They said because the TVs did so exceptionally well, it offset the losses that they took from PlayStation.
You know why? I think a lot of people confuse PlayStation as so important as to Sony like that. It's because how Sony runs their departments. People think, oh well, PlayStation have its own president and all this kind of thing. That is why it matters more. Nah, Sony doesn't have all the department. Every single Sony department is completely running for themselves. They're all under Sony, but they don't interact with each other. They don't talk to each other or do anything together. They just do their shit. It's only recently in years, I think they were talking about it, where Sony, PlayStation was getting the other departments to come together to help out to do things together. But their movie department was for themselves, their music was for themselves, their anime was for themselves. They were not intermingling. And PlayStation just big because Microsoft made PlayStation the enemy. So, yeah. But y'all need to realize how big. The same way y'all like to ball Microsoft, could save Xbox because they built a $1 trillion company. Sony could save PlayStation. It's just up to them to say, yeah, we'll get them money. But they usually let PlayStation run on its own budget. But y'all need to leave the bubble. That's serious Twitter bubble.
Here is, I'm going to give you a direct quote from Shuhei Yoshida, which I'm pretty sure you've already looked up. I was very concerned. PS3 was another hard time. At the time, I was part of management, so I could see the financials. We were losing $1 billion. I thought PlayStation was finished. Let me read that to you again. I was very concerned. PS3 was another hard time. At the time, I was part of management, so I could see the financials. We were losing $1 billion. I thought PlayStation was finished. Even for a company as big as Sony, $1 billion back in the mid-2000s was a hefty chunk of change. But luckily, at the time, Sony's flat screen TVs were hugely popular, Yoshida says. The TV group was making enough money to cover the losses from the PS3, and we were able to survive. That is a direct quote. A direct quote from Shuhei Yoshida, an interview with GameSpeak. Now, you want to go ahead and show your proof? You still have yet to show your proof. Where is the proof? Proof. You think he's gonna come with it for a second? You think he's gonna bring some proof, some factual proof?
He said, all he said was yes, then during the PS4 era, PlayStation become one. You see
What?
the same thing I said. It look in the comments. He type it weird.
What? Wait, what?
This is why I said before you said what you said. I said,
Wait.
Do not bring up
During
PS3.
the PS4, PlayStation became one with what?
I think you see in Sony.
PlayStation became one with what? Nigga, that's like saying your kid became one with you, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? I'm the fucking parent. I'm the fucking parent, dog. Like, Sony is the parent company of PlayStation and SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Like, what? What?
Okay, he said he accidentally pressed send before finishing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need you to fix that, then, big dog. I'm gonna need you to fix that. All right, so again, I haven't been in the Twitterverse, so I don't know what's been going on in Twitter. I don't really know what's been going on in social media, period. But what do you guys have for me?
Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft account ratioed Elon Musk and Grumps because they was bad talking Assassin's Creed shadows because of the Yasuke. What else? I don't think it had much news otherwise, you know, like it was quiet because like I pop up the other day to see if I see anything. And let me see, Starfield. Bethesda has been working on PS5 Starfield for a while now.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah. It didn't really have much, like I didn't even see anything that make me like, what? Like, what the hell, what?
Well,
Like,
the good news is that Assassin's Creed Shadows has sold over 3 million copies. I'm very ecstatic about that. I think that the game is a very great game, and I think it's well deserved for it to have the success that it's seeing. Do I think it should be more? Sure. But usually Ubisoft's games have extremely long legs, so I guess we'll see. We'll see what's what. You guys forgot about South of Midnight this week. Oh, I damn sure forgot. When do that come? Damn, that's another game I gotta fucking play. Oh my gosh. It's so many fucking games, bro. Like, right now is a time where it's just like, boy, you better pick and choose what the fuck you play at this point. Because it's too much.
You get Mind's Eye, right?
1000%. Come on, you know that was the one game that I looked at. I'm like, yo, this shit got GTA vibes to it. Yeah, this shit got but it got like a futuristic like GTA vibe to it, nigga. So I'm all for it, nigga. Oh, that's why the person was saying 4-4 earlier, and I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Okay. Well, I won't be getting to South of Midnight right now. Unfortunately, I just ain't. I can't. Like, it's impossible. Because Assassin's Creed gonna take me at least like maybe $1 to $1.50 as far as hours go to finish it. And then as soon as I finish that, then I got AI limit. I got first
the Bazooka.
The first Berserker Kazan. And much more. Give me a second. Gotta go pee.
I still waiting for while Sick gone. I waiting for look at no response because you see he typed too fast and press enter. So as for Loco, I think I remember that game. I know. I'm buying it with Black Myth next month. Sony's using Xbox coping system for their games coming to Switch is funny to me. I don't care, Aaron. I don't give a damn about old games. You could ask Sick, ask everybody in chat. I, Forsaken, have said for years, my childhood has been amazing. I don't need to play none of those games over again. Fuck that shit. I don't care about remakes. I don't care about IPs. If the IP done, it's in a corner. They don't need to remake it. They could sell that shit for all I care. I don't give a damn about old games. I've said for a long time. Maybe I would care if Xenogears and Vagrant Story get remake, but I don't give a fuck. if Patapon and them go over, I beat Patapon and play Patapon and thing. Did I beat it on my British account or my American
Patapon?
account?
Nah, man.
No. Aaron was saying Pony's using Xbox coping mechanism now, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about old games. I never said small.
Wait,
I said old games.
wait. Hold on. The Xbot is trying to tell you about coping.
Coping mechanism. Yeah,
When
said
he
that.
is
I
out
said-
here coping for this Nintendo Switch virtual card trade-in bullshit. I told y'all. I told y'all about Aaron, man.
About the, like
Told y'all about Aaron, man.
Yo, Link
Come
coming here to talk
on,
about
man.
slicing chicken bread.
Chicken bread.
breast.
Chicken
Oh,
bread.
I was finna
chicken
say, what
breast.
the fuck
Okay.
is chicken bread? Hey, he had me for a second, nigga. I was like, hold on, that might sound good, nigga. What?
The chicken bread, you know, you take the chicken, you put it in the flour, you wrap it up and you bake it. Chicken bread.
That's a real thing?
You never eat that? Well, it's not
No.
a patty.
Little digital carts thing.
Nah,
Yeah.
I ate like croquettes. You know, like the salmon
No.
croquettes.
Oh yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
fucking salmon croquettes with some fucking
I don't know how to make them. I
cheese
need to figure out
grits.
how to make them. My mom know how to make
Really? Wait, I
You
confused
make them exactly like he just said.
them. Who?
You take the salmon, you put some flour in that shit, season it, throw that bitch in the grease.
Yeah, you know, you need the flour and then you take the beat and thing on your
Some
your
people
fold
put
up, you wrap it.
cornmeal on it though.
I can
Cornmeal.
understand that though. I don't like that. I don't like cornmeal.
What, cornmeal?
Nah, I don't like cornmeal that much.
It's all
Oh.
the same to me, dog.
So I guess you're not getting Switch 6.
I don't
No.
know yet. I'm waiting until the 2nd to see what the actual
see what games
Switch
they got?
2. No, what the Switch 2 has to offer, because that direct that they showed, that was for the Switch 1. So I want to see the difference, what the difference is with Switch 2. If it has a cleaner appearance, if it looks like the games are running better, see, because that's one thing that I gotta give Nintendo. Shit will be running bad and they'll show it right in the direct, nigga. Like they'll show it with all the frame drops and everything, nigga. Like, hey, we showed y'all niggas, so can't be mad at us. But I definitely want to see what they're gonna offer with the Switch 2. I want to see if it's gonna be a real big difference or if it's just something that I'm gonna leave alone. Because again, I feel like the Switch was never really made to be on the TV for real. That is
Nope.
for people who like to play handheld and walk around with it.
Yep.
Which is why I think
It's
a lot of
genuine
people
handheld.
don't really care, because the screen is so small that I'm assuming that it just looks better when it's on the small screen. But
It
when you
does.
blow it out the way I'm blowing it out on my screen and I'm looking at the shit in all its detail, it looks nasty. It looks nasty.
But that I was arguing with people before, like was telling me it's a hybrid. I was like, no, Nintendo literally got rid of their handheld division because the Switch is the handheld. Well, not
Yeah,
get rid of
I
the
mean,
division,
it's
but, like,
much
they
more
stopped
of a-
making like the DS and thing.
Yeah. To be fair, the Switch is a handheld. I
Mhm.
don't know about all this hybrid talk or even calling the Switch a console. The Switch isn't a console, bruh. As soon as people figure that shit out, they'll stop being, I guess, disappointed.
No,
You'll stop
The
being
Switch-
disappointed.
wait a sec. The Switch is a handheld the Switch is a console when it comes to game sales and how much sold. It's a handheld when people bring up this shit look dog shit. Now when it's a handheld, you know you can't really have all that power. That's how it's a hybrid. I tell somebody that
Hey.
the only time there's a console is when it sales.
You explained that perfectly, bro. You explained that perfectly, bro. Like there is no better way to say it than how you just said it. It's a console when it comes to game sales. It is a handheld when it comes to actual power and performance.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Best way to describe it.
No, that's it.
It's only useful as a console if it's something you could brag about.
Yep.
He hit the nail on
Yeah.
the head.
I mean, what is the expectations out of a little tablet, though? I'm not expecting PS5 level power, you know. I do want more power, though. And some
but
games capably.
Hey,
that's
to
fine,
be
like,
honest with
how
you,
would you
let me
expect?
let me tell you, PlayStation making money off of their old IPs that PlayStation gamers are not fucking buying, bruh. I don't know who can be mad or upset about that at all. You want that shit to be exclusive just for the sake of saying that it's exclusive? Like
No,
that
that
doesn't make sense from a business perspective. For a console war fighting perspective, I can understand your confusion. But from a business perspective, they're looking at this as another area for revenue, bro. And second of all, we put it on PlayStation first and y'all didn't buy it. They just released those Patapon games again on PlayStation, and I can guarantee you not a single motherfucker who would be mad about it going to the Switch
They ain't buying
gave
it.
a fuck about
Yeah,
it.
they buy. No. It's like, and
Y'all
besides,
gotta start.
No, go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, insane the PSP library was, and y'all didn't support it, the PSP and the no, the next one is still PSP. Never mind. But the PSP library is that backlog of those games and IPs. If Sony could just say, hey, let's license it out to somebody and make money on the Switch with those old IPs, why wouldn't
Oh,
they?
wait. But let's be clear. It's not going to stop there.
Oh, no,
It
no,
is.
I know.
Hold on. It is not going to stop at old IPs. It's not going to stop at games that were currently on mobile devices. It's not going to stop there. So if y'all think that this transition that they're doing is just going to affect those games, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Again, to be honest with you, if I wasn't so convinced that Microsoft was getting out of the fucking console space, I would definitely tell you that games from PlayStation would start going there. And I'm still not of the belief that that is out of the fucking cards. I'm
I think
telling
they'll
you.
go as soon as they leave.
Here's what I tried to explain to y'all before, right? And y'all, I don't think people seem to listen to me when I said this. People who invest in Microsoft also invest in Sony. People who invest in Sony also invest in Nintendo. All of these people who are investing in these places, they invest in other places. So if they see things working and bringing in revenue in one place that they're investing in, they're going to try and double down on that. And they're going to try to move the company, other companies, to do very similar things. And it's not really up to them. That's what happens when you become a publicly traded company. They got you by the balls. They got you by the balls.
Wasn't that in a leak email during the FTC thing where Phil was talking about going to Japan or something and buying Nintendo stocks and trying to force them to sell?
Yeah. They were trying to initiate a hostile takeover, basically. But Nintendo was smart and wasn't falling for that shit.
Yep.
The simple fact of the matter is that it just is what it is, though. Right? Like, I don't even know how to explain this other than saying, and again, I'm not against exclusives. I think that exclusives are needed in every business, in every facet of business. You need to have some way to separate yourself from the competition, right? So let me preface it by saying that, right? Because that's the purpose of exclusives, to separate yourself from the competition, right? But imagine you having a product, right? I just want to put this out here for you. Imagine you making a product. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say Forsaken creates a jungle gym of dicks or something like that, right?
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Nah.
Listen. Let's say Forsaken makes a jungle gym of dicks, right? And he has to sell these jungle gyms full of dicks, right? So he has the ability to have his own eBay store, right? But then he has potential customers that are on Etsy. He has potential customers that are on Amazon. He has potential customers that are on OfferUp, potential customers that are on Craigslist, right? But because his customers feel like we want to have, you know, a product that we can say is exclusively for us, right? They get mad if he decides to go to Amazon or Etsy or OfferUp or any of these other platforms, right? That's where I try to put y'all in the mindset of what the fuck is going on with PlayStation right now. PlayStation has their own storefront, sure, right? I have my own storefront, my own gateway where I can sell my own shit, right? But I have other things in my store that are on other people's store, right? So I'm selling Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not mine. I make a great percentage off of its sales, but people can also buy this in the Xbox store. They can also buy this in the Steam store. They can also buy this in the Epic store, right? So they are exercising all of the avenues that they can to increase the profits that they bring in. And it's been successful for them, even from a free-to-play perspective, right? Even from a free-to-play perspective, it's been successful. You have Fortnite, which is legitimately possibly one of the biggest games in the fucking world, right? And that game is everywhere you can possibly pick it up, and they are bringing in revenue from every single platform, right? You are Sony, and you're looking at this and you're saying, but I want my customers to feel special. So I want them to have this exclusive content. While you're doing that, you have somebody who's invested in one of these other platforms. They're also invested in your platform, and they are a large shareholder. And they're like, dog, we are leaving a lot of money on the table by not putting this game here, or here. Eventually, Sony is going to start thinking to themselves, man, you know what? You're right. Everybody making money off of me. Now I want to somehow try to make money off of everybody else. So I say that to say this, while we as fans of a product are looking at, hey, I want this item to stay exclusive to my platform. You got to understand the business and the foundation of doing business is always to make a profit. You want to make more profit this year than you made last year. You want to make more revenue this year than you made last year. That's always the goal of a company. No?
Yep. That is a goal. The goal is always to seek the infinite profit.
So eventually, the company is going to stop giving a fuck about your feelings about a product being exclusive. And I guess the happy medium that they found is this timed exclusive bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas for a timed period, we can say that this has been on no other platforms except for the platform that you're on. Look at Kojima, right? Kojima is a neutral person in this business, right? He has a pretty much the same deal with Death Stranding. Yeah, he got pretty much the same. He got pretty much the same kind of idea, right? Right? Like, sure, I can make this exclusive to one platform, but then I'm missing out on all the opportunities to meet people on these other platforms. Look, like I said, I am a champion for exclusives. I would love for everything to stay exclusive, but I understand that business is not going to allow that to, in the gaming space, business isn't going to allow that to be a thing for as long as you guys would like. I'm just saying.
It-
It's gonna
Yeah.
be something that's hard
Well,
to hear,
we'll see.
but
They're
you'll
doing-
see it.
Well, they're doing a couple things. They're publishing stuff on other platforms, right? Like Lego
Yep.
Horizon and stuff like that. Also, the China Hero Project. A lot of these games that are releasing in China, they realize, hey, we don't have a large console presence in China, but we know these gamers have PC, so we're
Mhm.
going to publish instead of letting other companies publish the game on PC, because before they would publish it on PlayStation and let somebody else handle the PC situation.
Mhm.
Now they're going to publish on PC these Chinese games and make the money there too. So it's also
Yep.
a strategy to make
Yep.
more revenue. So
Yeah, and so far it seems to have been working because every year they have been hitting their goals of making more money than they made the previous year. They may not hit their target of what they want to, produce that year, but they've been achieving making more money than they did the previous year. So something's working there. I mean, call it cope, call it whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, at this point, play wherever the hell you playing at, bro. Like that's kind of the only thing that I can tell you. Play wherever the hell you want to play.
now I'm the kind of gamer. I'm not waiting for a game to come to my preferred platform if I want to play it. I'm going to play it. If I own the platform, I'm going to play it on there.
Oh, that's facts.
You
That's facts.
No, facts. You're speaking facts. Like.
Goes to Yote, yeah, we know that'll probably come to PC a year later, 2 year, whatever. But I'm gonna play it day one. I'm not waiting.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't
There you go.
understand I'll wait and shit.
That's
it's
the
not
thing
even
that I've been saying for a very long time. And again, I always said I would have loved for Xbox to give me a reason to buy an Xbox, but they gave me every reason to not. They said, hey, if you got a PC, all our games gonna be there anyway, bro. And they're gonna be there day
Let's be
one.
honest, man. What have they really released this generation that was a can't miss title? Something that
Absolutely nothing.
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 They haven't released
Not a
Ghost of
single-
Tsushima or a Last of Us type of game this generation.
Not
Yo,
a
I just play
single
weird
thing.
games.
Even up
And-
to this point, to this date, not a single thing. And people be like, but Call of Duty. I mean, come on, bro. You really trying to use that? Like, for real? Like, seriously?
Man, even
Are
Call of
you
Duty-
assuming that Call of Duty would not have come out had it not been for Microsoft? That's the one thing that I hate that people try to do is they try to give Microsoft props for something they had fuck all to do with. I don't give them props for Minecraft. I don't give them props for Call of Duty. Never will. And I don't give them props for Doom or Wolfenstein or games that already
You don't
existed.
even give them props for Indiana Jones.
But what?
Indiana Jones.
Why? Why would I give them props for Indiana Jones? First of all, you know what? I ain't gonna even say that. But why would I give them props for Indiana Jones?
I mean,
Why would I? What that Indiana Jones was
it
being
did start out
made?
as a multi-plat, but
It was being made prior to Microsoft purchasing
true.
Bethesda or ZeniMax. I can't give them props for shit. I don't even give them props for Hellblade.
Oh man,
I can't.
I was thinking about that game today, man. I was like, did I really miss out on the masterpiece by not playing Hellblade on Xbox?
Go play it, nigga. Don't you got an Xbox?
Yeah.
Go,
Say what?
go play that shit. Go
I
play.
just keep hearing some not so flattering things about it.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you played, what was the game that you played? I think you played
game?
Monster Hunter. You played Monster Hunter and was like, nah, nigga, I think I'm
I
straight on
ain't
that
fucking
shit.
with it. Yeah.
It was another game that you just mentioned earlier today. What was that game? You was like, nah, I'm good on that. Astro Chain.
That's the thing. Yeah, that
Dog.
was my thing.
You played Astro Chain and was like, fuck no. But you want me to believe that you're gonna walk around for about 6 hours? I mean, and literally walk around for 6 hours, nigga. Your ass will be
I'd
done
rather walk
after an
around
hour
and
and a half,
Stranding.
nigga.
I'd rather play Death Stranding than play that shit. Hey, I'd rather walk around in Death Stranding than to play that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Nah, they
What
tried.
I'm
They tried.
hearing-
You know what
it didn't
happened?
get better.
I'm gonna tell you the bad part about what happened with Microsoft, right? They spent way too much time having people lie for their games.
Yep.
I promise you that is the reason why it feels so shitty. They had people lying about Starfield, and guess what? The shit sucked. They had people lying about Hellblade, while pretty, very, very pretty, boring as shit. Boring as fuck. I couldn't wait for that game to be over.
Much video game there, you know what I'm saying? More tech demo.
No, dog. You play Hellblade 1, right? You play Hellblade 1, right? Dog, less than that.
Less. Oh my god.
Less than that, dog.
Hellblade 1 combat almost felt like a cell phone game.
The game looks super pretty, bro. Super pretty. I am not gonna take that away. Graphics, beautiful. Game, fuck no. And I played that shit while I was sick, bro. Like, I was literally losing my voice on stream, nigga. Like, that game.
How long did it take you to beat the game, though? How many hours? I'm hearing 4 to 6 hours. What it take?
It was like five, close to 6 hours, if not 6 hours.
Was it an epic final boss, at least like on Final Fantasy 16?
Epic?
Yeah, like a big showdown. You know what I'm saying?
Hell to the no.
They got giants in the game, so I'm thinking.
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
That game was god fucking awful, bro. That game was god awful.
So you're telling me the game was in development for 6 years and they hyped it up as
bro? I don't know what they did for 6 years, bro. I don't know what for 6 years they took pictures and vacations, nigga. That's what the fuck they did for them 6 years. For the 6 years, they made the rocks look pretty. They made the rocks look pretty in a dead world.
Geometry something. I forget what they call that. It wasn't Forza first.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the goddamn geotelemetry or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's what they use. Yeah,
something like that. It might not specifically be that, but I think it's something close to that.
Yeah,
it's literally. I don't see how they could have made that game worse than the first game. I didn't think that was possible, bro. I didn't think that was possible. Here's the thing, and nothing changes that. Let's say Hellblade 2 came out as a multi-plat, right? So fuck it coming out specifically on Xbox and PC. Let's say it came out as a multi-plat. The facts remain the same. It's still true. It's still a worse game than the original.
You know,
it's not the platform.
I was sick. I promise you, I was watching a video about that game this morning, and the guy was saying the problem with Hellblade 2 is not a bad video game. He said it's a terrible sequel. He said when you make a sequel, you build on the gameplay elements that were good, and you fix the issues that people had with the first game. He said they did neither thing in this game. He said
he's absolutely right.
He said there's less gameplay, and you made all the stuff that was good in the first game somehow worse.
Yep. even the puzzles. You remember the puzzles where you had to line shit up?
Yep, he talked about that too. He said the puzzles
fucking trash, dog. And the thing is, it's weird. It's weird, right? Because I think when I was telling people about this game earlier, I think everybody felt like my opinion was based off of it being an Xbox game. And I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with it being an Xbox game, because if I hated it that much, I just wouldn't be playing it at all. I wouldn't be playing it at all. But I told you, I have a way to play whatever is on Xbox, and I don't need to buy an Xbox for that. So what's the problem? I don't see what the problem is. All y'all care about is Microsoft getting the money, right? Like somewhat to that degree, right? So, I mean, that's why I just don't understand it. Like, I'm like, you can't really have an opinion on something. And I feel that way about fucking certain PlayStation games too. Like, certain games just don't be great. It don't be great. And it's funny because it's this idea that you have to like everything that's on PlayStation if you like PlayStation, or you have to like everything that's on Xbox if you like Xbox. No, Hellblade 2, that game was just boring, bruh. It felt so it was structured in a way where you could kind of predict what they were going to have you do next. I kid you no lie, Link, this is how the game went. Walk, walk, duck underneath something, walk, slide through something, walk, whole bunch of empty fucking space, duck underneath something, slide, shimmy. Dog.
Hey, somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, but there's a puzzle where you spend an hour lighting torches. Now, is that true?
Yes.
in a 4-hour game, there ain't no way.
It's an hour lighting torches if you don't understand why they have you lighting the torches. It technically shouldn't even take you an hour.
Even if it takes 45 minutes, that's a big chunk of the whole game, though.
If you don't know why they have you lighting torches, it'll take you forever because you don't understand what they have you trying to do. They have you solving puzzles with that. That might have been probably.
Didn't this studio up to. They didn't turn this studio even into a house mark. Sounds like.
Well, here's the thing. I don't see any. I don't see how Ninja Theory improved as a studio since Microsoft purchased them. Hopefully that makes sense, because you would think, because they only have to focus on, I guess, one platform or two platforms if you consider, PC. But dude, I don't see an improvement, right? Like, I don't see like that. It doesn't feel like there's more money behind them at all. I had no interest in completing or trying to get 100% with the trophies. I just wanted the game to be over. The voices were annoying. I mean, very. Like, you remember in the first game, it felt like, you could understand, like, okay, she's going through it. She's experiencing mental health issues. These voices, like, it made sense to a degree. In this fucking game, nigga, the voices are like the map. No, go this way. No, go that way. No, make sure you do this. No, make sure you do that. Dog, it's telling you what to do. I don't know, man.
It's crazy. Dude said the exact same thing that you just said about the voices. He said in this game, the voices are like more like a guide to help you with the game. More than
that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was, and it annoyed the fuck out of me, bro. Because sometimes I just want to figure shit out, right? I hate when you're doing this, and I get why you're doing it. So I'm not saying I don't understand why you're doing it. I get why you're doing it. It's just annoying, and it doesn't help. It doesn't add on to anything for me. Maybe it helps somebody else. Shit didn't help me. I just felt like Senua wasn't crazy in this shit, dog. Like it just bro. It felt like a pointless sequel, dog. That's what it felt like. A pointless sequel. It felt like a sequel that they were forced to do.
So is it safe to say when they first showed off Hellblade at the beginning of at the end of Last Generation, and they had her, singing or rapping or whatever she was doing. They said that was gameplay, but the game don't quite look like that. So,
it doesn't.
Oh wait, Link. I think they did swap from the photo. Oh crap. Corey just posted the name. Whatever the technology is, they swap from it to the cell phone thing. That's why it looks different.
They what?
They were using the cell phone thing. You can't remember some cell phone thing to capture mocap.
Oh, you talking about the thing that Epic put out there?
Yeah, they were using that. Oh, thanks, Corey, for putting it up. Photogrammetry. I can't pronounce
photogrammetry. There we go. I said geotelemetry. It did say it sound wrong. It sound wrong, bro. But
yeah, but
it also sounded right to a certain degree.
It sounded right. No, it sounded right because geo is it, so geo something. But yeah, they swapped from that to the cell phone mocap thing, so that could probably be why it downgraded. It could also be the
I don't think it was a. That's the thing. Visually,
The
it was
Series
an
X.
upgrade. No. Visually, it was an upgrade, bro. Like, but
Yeah, look,
graphics
I
don't
didn't
make a game good, dog. The
why
game
didn't it
just
run at
wasn't
60
good,
frames per second, though?
huh?
But it ran at 30 frame on the console.
It ran at 60 FPS for me. I'm pretty sure it was
On
over
the
60
PC,
FPS
yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Mhm. But
So
that
I
wasn't
wasn't
downfall
worried
of
about
that game. Yeah, I'm surprised they hadn't put it out on PlayStation yet. I wonder if they just not gonna even bother with it.
They probably
No, it's
shouldn't
gonna
bother
come.
with it. They
gonna
probably
come.
shouldn't bother with that shit, dog. They should probably just leave that game where it
They
is,
ain't gonna
bro.
buy it.
Let that shit
I think-
down.
I
Let
think,
that shit down, Xbox, bro.
Nah, I think all the delays, all the games that delayed and all that nonsense they were doing, they were already preparing the PlayStation versions. They're just gonna wait to drop it.
I'm gonna tell you,
Because
there's only
just like
one
we were
game
saying
that I'm
earlier,
looking
Sick,
forward
was
to.
like, we're the exception.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we are the exception. But
No, okay.
there's only
I didn't
two
hear you.
games that I
They break
actually
up.
want to play. One is the South of Midnight. That game I'm looking forward to.
Oh.
And there's only one more game from Xbox that I'm actually looking forward to, and that's the I think it's called Clockwork or Clock Tower or something like that. Remember the game that was like BioShock
Steam?
that they
Steam
showed?
Clock? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, it looked like
Was it
BioShock, like a
Clockwork?
BioShock clone.
Yeah. Steam Clock? No, Steam. No.
No, I think it was It was either called Clockwork or Clock Tower or something like that.
Hold on. Corey, go pop up the name.
Nah,
Clockwork. No,
I've
somebody said it was
never been.
Clockwork.
I never been too tough a fan of Doom like that. Like I played in Platinum 2016. I bought the other Doom that just, well, it didn't just come out, but the latest one. I bought it and just never got around to fucking playing it. Doom Eternal. I played it and I mean I never got around to playing it. So it's just like, and it's not even high up on the list of shit that I want to play. Doom never really had a good story. It was always just mindless shooting. It's great. It's a great game. So don't get that misconstrued. It's just, it's not high on the priority list for me. And quite frankly, I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog, first person games, I feel like I'm growing out of first person games, bro. I honestly don't want to see running arms and legs.
Was it on competitive pop up in the chat earlier? I was like, I'm tired of seeing asses on screen.
Nah, and see, that's the thing. I'd rather see the character, especially if you're gonna offer up costumes and shit. What's the point in offering up a costume you'll never see? Like Cyberpunk 2077, right? What's the point in customizing your character when you very rarely gonna ever see them? You very rarely gonna ever see them motherfuckers. But that didn't. You know what's so funny? When Jemiah was in the when we was watching the when they was first showing Cyberpunk 2077, I was like, Jemiah, why are they going so hard with customization when you can't even fucking see your character? And I don't even think he could answer that shit. I don't think he even answered that shit, dog.
He's a PC gamer. He's a weirdo.
Well, that game was supposed to give you supposed to be give you an option to play in third person. They took that away.
Oh.
So, even the cutscenes
okay.
were supposed to be able to watch them in third person, and they also told you that that was part of a lot of stuff they ended up cutting before the game came out.
Yeah, the thing is, dog, it's like the older I get, dog, the less I want to play first person games.
I don't like first person games anymore.
It's not that I don't like them,
never liked them.
because I will play it if it's something that I
Like a
really
shooter.
fucking wanna play. I think,
But not no RPG. I don't want to play.
Yeah, I think RoboCop was first person, and I think that game is cool. But I think I'm cool on first person games, dog. Like it's just something that's ever since, I don't know, maybe it's something, maybe it's a PlayStation effect, because a lot of the shit that they put out is third person, right? And I'm like, I got used to seeing the characters and shit like that, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'd rather see my fucking character, dog. Like, the fuck.
No. I agree with that. I rather see my character, especially if I could customize it and all kind of thing. Like if I going through like Monster Hunter, like if I going through all that trouble hunting monsters, I'm like, I don't just want to see my fucking sword. What the fuck is that?
Hey, that game.
That's true. Hold on. Corey just made a good fucking point, because in VR, I'm cool as fuck with first person because it feels like it's me, right? It's an overall experience where when I look down, nigga, where my arm is supposed to be, I'm seeing an arm there, right? Like when I look up, you know, when I look around and shit like that, if I look in the mirror, I would see me staring back, bro. But on a flat screen, nah, I'm cool with the first person. But in VR,
yeah.
nigga, I'm all for it. 1000%.
Link, what you were
for it.
saying?
I was saying that game, that masterpiece that just released by Obsidian and Valve, you can play that in third person. Or first
Oh yeah, I
person.
saw that. Hey,
Oh,
what was wait? What was the deal with Avowed, right? Because I never had any interest in Avowed. Like I'm cool on
I never played it, but it's supposed to be, you know, them dudes that make the knockoff Bethesda games. They made Outer Worlds. That's what they make. They make
Isn't Obsidian the original people who made Fallout?
They made Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout.
No, what they didn't make the original Fallout game?
I don't even know.
Am I bugging? I could have sworn Obsidian made like the original Fallout games. No?
Yo, Link just killed me when he come back though. Link is the best.
Well, tell me this. Is there anybody that can give me any facts on Avowed? Because again, I was never interested in it. Ever since they showed it, I was just like, dog, this shit look trash. So I was never interested in
people capping for it though. I mean, it's people just liking it. They say
I mean, you got people who cap for Starfield, bro, and we all saw that shit was trash, bro.
Well,
like, there's always gonna be somebody.
Gamers that like it though. They do.
Okay, what's good about it? What did they say was good about it? Is it a good story? Is it good lore?
The NPCs don't even move. You know, the NPCs don't even move in the game. They have no routines. They don't walk around. They all stand still.
They got a Game Pass budget, bro. Like, what do you expect from them?
Sick. Skyrim on the 360, the NPCs had daily routines and stuff.
Yeah, but Skyrim on the 360 didn't have a Game Pass budget.
That's true.
I'm being so serious right now. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. These people are limited by whatever they are offered to make this shit for Game Pass, bro.
Oh, they were saying in the chat that Obsidian did work on the original Fallout, and I saw they work on Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Yeah, I that's what I was under the impression of. That's why they were so critically acclaimed as a developer studio, because of what they've done.
They make very similar games to Bethesda.
Yeah,
well, they made the game before Bethesda made them.
I don't know, bro. Like I'm telling you, the one thing that I'm pissed off about is the fact that I'll never ever see another Evil Within, bro. That's some shit that I actually gave a fuck about that Bethesda made, and I'm never gonna see that again. Never gonna see Dishonored again because they got rid of the fucking studio that made that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's all shit that I cared about fucking playing. All of this RPG shit that they be making, I like JRPGs, bro. I don't really like Western RPGs, bro. I've always said that shit. That's why I don't like Kingdom Come. People keep telling me about Kingdom Come. I don't care about Kingdom Come. Since the first Kingdom Come, I was good on that shit. Kingdom Come Deliverance, I was good on that shit.
I tried to play that shit. Then I saw like I didn't watch the YouTube, but I was playing it through, and then I saw someone put out like, you know, just put a little timeline to play all these stories. And I saw it was like 100, like it was like 13 hours for like one chapter. I was like, what? Nah, I'm good. This control's done annoying already. I'm not going through like 100 or something hours of this shit. Nah.
Yo, plus that shit is like first person, right? Like, fuck no, dog. I am so cool on that.
What game we talking about now?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come
Deliverance.
I
would never play no shit like that. Yeah.
And wait, to control the sword, you have to use analog. So like if you're on PC, you would swing the mouse in the direction you want to swing the sword, which sounds cool until you're actually in a sword fight. It's not that cool. I don't know.
I don't know. Again, I don't really want to bash it because, again, I don't like it, but just because I don't like it don't mean that other people don't, because I have heard people speak very highly of that game. You know, it's very critically acclaimed.
They say you gotta like, it's very immersive, they say. So
immersive my ass.
It's historic. Like if you're making a sword, like you're forging, blacksmithing and stuff, it's like literally like blacksmithing, you know, put it in the fire, take it out, pong it, temper, put it back in the fire, like that kind of shit and stuff.
Yeah.
It had no like auto thing. It's like everything you do it. Like riding a horse in that game, sick is riding a horse. It's not no. You go from
Wait,
here
wait, wait,
to
wait,
here
wait,
that
wait,
quick.
wait. Hold on. Somebody just told me about Adam Fall. What is
Oh
Adam?
yes, someone said
Hold
that
on,
in
give me
I
a
chat.
don't even
second. Let
know.
me
I
look
heard
this
about it,
game
but I
up.
don't know what it is.
Let me
Really?
look this game up. Let me
It's
see
a
what this.
first person type game, though. I do know that. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen way too many people mentioning this game for me to overlook it. So let me see what the fuck this shit is about. It ain't been. I can tell you for sure, it ain't been on my radar. Let's see.
wait,
Adam
you wasn't
Fall.
waiting on that game to come out?
No, I don't even know what it is. But I've seen
I'll be right
people
back.
speak about it twice. Bum, 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 bum. Is this game in early access?
Oh, I know I was hearing noise that the people are paid to
Rated M for
spray down my
mature.
roof and fix it up. Okay. Oh, sick, you find
Oh,
it?
okay.
Oh,
It's
there you
made
go.
by Rebellion. It's made by Rebellion. Rebellion makes what's that other game that they make?
What are you doing in here? You're trapped
That's not it.
in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it
We
all went wrong.
need Sniper 5, Sniper Elite, and Zombie Alley.
stranger. Not seen you around this stretch
Sick, you
before.
know?
Okay, the game looks good. Okay,
I don't think Sick could hear me.
I can hear you, but I'm listening to the video.
And yet,
Oh.
they may bring new opportunities too. Certain death if you choose to enter the woods.
What's on your mind, dear?
Come into the light where I can see you.
Keep your eyes open.
The voice in the soil.
You're not welcome here.
Breathing like
Oi!
Back off.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Expedition 33 is on. I'm definitely getting that. This. I don't know how I feel about this. The game looks cool. The world looks boring. It looks like it's some old Chernobyl shit. Is this another one of those Chernobyl like games where they're somewhere out in Ukraine or some shit? Or in Russia? Hmm. I wonder what the thought process was when they were creating this game. I wonder who they thought this game would be targeting. That's that. I guess that's a question.
In the soil.
You're not welcome here.
breathing like
Oi!
Back off.
I think one of the big parts of why I'm just like, is because I'm not a big fan of the first person, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll get past this hump of me not caring about like first person games and I'll jump back into it again, but don't know how I feel about this, man. You know what? Let me check PlayStation. Let me see what else they got. Cuz it's been like mad Mad games coming out. Monster Hunter Wilds March 2025 showcase. Wait, hold on, what? Say what? Damn, do I need to go back to Monster Hunter? That's that Ray Dow. That's that goddamn, what is it called? The Hyblum or whatever they call it. Hibblebomb.
Hello everyone, I'm Ryozo Tsujimoto, producer of Monster Hunter Wilds. It's been a month since release, and I'm glad to see so many people enjoying our game. Thank you all so much for your support. Today, I would like to share details about our first free title update for the game. We prepared a video highlighting what's in store, so please enjoy.
I was just gonna say, this is not doing this game justice, man. Capcom presents. Oh shit, what is this? Wait, is that another Apex? Arc-tempered Radal? First free title update available Friday, April 4th. Okay.
Mizutsune will be making its way to the wilds for the first title update.
Mizutsune.
At Hunter rank 21 or above, talk to Kanya in the Scarlet Forest to unlock the mission to hunt Mizutsune.
Okay. We get an extra trophy for that?
Arch-tempered Ray Dow will debut in an event quest. Arch-tempered monsters are stronger than tempered ones. New armor will accompany this new enemy, with the Ray Dow Gamma and Feline Ray Dow Gamma sets becoming available to forge. Hunters ranked 50 and above will be able to challenge this fearsome foe when the event quest goes live. So please give it a shot. Hunters experienced the power of Zoshia just once in the game's story. Now get the chance to fight this fearsome monster again. The Zoshia quest will be accessible after completing a mission that unlocks at Hunter rank 50 and can be selected in the environment overview.
Oh, let's go.
Zoshia will also appear during the Wyvern's Awakening in the ruins of Wyveria and can be made into a quest. Use materials from Zoshia to forge Hunter and Palico equipment.
Oh, that's the new armor. I want that new armor set. I want that new armor set right there.
The Grand Hub is a gathering place packed with even more things for hunters to do. Have fun interacting with each other in new ways. Roll barrel bombs into targets in the new minigame, Barrel Bowling. Play to earn useful items and pendants for your hunts. Barrel bowling vouchers can be obtained in many ways, such as via login bonuses. The Grand Hub has long served as a place of worship to the people of Suja. At night, you may find the Diva singing an offering. You can focus in on the Diva while she's performing, so be sure to give her a listen when you get the chance. The squad information counter will move from the Windward Plains to the Grand Hub once travel to the location becomes available, allowing you to conveniently manage your squad. Unlock the Grand Hub at Hunter rank 16 and above by talking to Tetsuzan in Suja, the Peaks of Accord.
More shit in the Wounded Grounds?
Compete with hunters across the world for the fastest completion times in the newly added Arena Quests. View world rankings on the Expedition Record Board at the entrance to the Grand Hub. Challenge quests and free challenge quests will also be available as limited time event quests. Fight to shave down your time and earn the highest rank possible. Pendants can be obtained as participation rewards for challenge quests and free challenge quests. In addition, you can earn even more special pendants depending on your personal time and world ranking. Arena Quest limited bounties will be available and posted on the Expedition Record Board. Arena quests and challenge quests must be fought with predetermined equipment and are for up to 2 players. Free challenge quests are also being introduced in Wilds. These quests have no equipment limits and are for up to 4 players. For any of these quests, you can bring support hunters to fill any available player space. Take on arena quests from the Arena Quest counter in the Grand Hub. Gear up and prepare to prove your hunting prowess. Change Alma's outfit from the appearance menu at camps. An outfit for Alma will be available for free, so give this new feature a try. In addition, after completing a certain side mission, Alma's glasses will also be changeable. Free content is coming for all players. In addition to the previously mentioned outfit for Alma, classic gestures from the series are making their return. These offerings will be available in the store for free. Cosmetic DLC Pack 1 will be launching alongside this update. Premium Deluxe Edition and Cosmetic DLC pass holders can download this content immediately upon release. In addition, new camp gear options are being added.
I think the tent stuff is what I care about the least, honestly.
even more content.
I very
not
rarely
included
use the
packs
tents in that
will
game.
also be available. Customize your Wilds experience to craft your own personal hunting adventure. Visit the official website for more details. Event quests are also planned to continue coming to the game. Earn special armor, quickly raise your hunter rank, and collect ingredients for cooking on the barbecue grill in a variety of upcoming quests. Each season, celebrations are held at the Grand Hub. First is the celebration of spring coming April 23rd, the Festival of Accord Blossom Dance. During seasonal events, the appearance of the Grand Hub and available meals will change, and you can obtain limited equipment, gestures, pop-up camp decorations, and more.
I think the way that Capcom is rolling this out, what's up, Accurate? I think the way that Capcom is rolling this out is really good. The reason why I say that, they rolled it out telling you what you would get for free, right? They're like, yeah, we got some free shit for y'all niggas in this title update or whatever. But then after that, they were like, oh, but, you know, if you want to buy some shit, we gonna have some shit for you to buy too. You know what I mean? I think they're doing their live service the right way, and I think this shit just gonna keep evolving, and we're not gonna hear from the Monster Hunter Wilds team anytime soon. We're not gonna stop. We're not going to stop. We're not going to not hear. There we go. We're not going to not hear from the Monster Hunter team. Let's see, what else is this? Is it anything else worth showing?
Wilds for summer. Please look forward to hearing more details about it from us in the future. Thank you for playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and I hope you continue to enjoy the game. Now let's wrap this up as we always do. Happy hunting!
Happy hunting. Shut your ass up. Oh shit. All right. Well, that gives me something to return to Monster Hunter for, so hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's go. Hunt Showdown. Cloud Hide. What the hell is this?
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress. Be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution.
Okay, kid. You wanted the real deal? This is it.
ACPD, drop it now.
Patrol units, we have reports of a hit and run. Let's go, Rook. We don't got all day. Target that vehicle. Spike strip deployed.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
hoping this
shit.
shift is a little quieter than the last one. Either that or I'm gonna need to put my cardiologist on retainer. Is it expired? Give him a ticket.
Hold it. Don't make me drop you.
Another day, another dime. Come on, kid. Let's roll.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm back. What I miss?
Nothing, just looking at this trailer for this game. Hey, I'm copping this shit, dog.
Oh yeah, I think that's the open beta. I'm sorry, not beta, early access.
Yo, this shit remind me of the old Driver games.
Oh wait, shit, that's coming to PS5?
What?
The Precinct, I didn't realize it coming to PS5. I thought that was a PC version.
Nah, that's
Oh,
PS5.
shit.
Central to all units, bank
Oh, I'm getting a PS5 then. I'm gonna buy
Hey,
it on
I
PC.
think I'm gonna cop this shit though. Like real talk. Like, this shit look right up my alley, dog. I'm gonna fuck with it for sure.
It better than Police Simulator where I actually want to shoot people.
Oh man.
Now
Oh,
I
they
wanna
got
shoot
Mortal
people,
Kombat
man.
coming to Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Trails of Horizon. Okay.
Name's Van. Van Arkwright.
Oh. They updated the graphics on that.
Looks like the gang's all here. I'd say things just got a lot more interesting.
Do I need to play all these games?
Huge national project, even bigger
How
than the
these games
cipher
are
announced out of nowhere. It's just one giant.
Yo, I said that this is a great year for games, bro. Like this is a fucking monstrous year for games, bro. Like you really gotta be a person that don't play no games to be like, I don't know, man. I don't really see nothing here for me, man. I think I'm cool.
It's dry.
It's
Gaming is
dry as
There's
fuck,
nothing to
man.
play. Nah, there are games for everybody. There are games for any kind of person to play. Tracer says like 87, 150 stuff. Did he say 87, 150 hour games?
The Trails of Series is like 8,750 hour games. Jesus Christ.
Nah, I good. I had that much time in boots. I lied. I do.
Yo,
I should
this
probably play
looks
it.
fire, dog.
This looks like OG Gradius.
Yo, but it has a portion where you do like 2D side scrolling.
Oh, you know what remind me of? No, not. It's not.
It's like Gradius mixed with Contra.
Yeah.
Is this out already?
Well, when did she end? It'll say.
This would be
I
my
thought
palette
that means I
cleanse
did
right
it.
here. Because
Oh, it's
I'm
multiplayer too?
about to play way too many AAA games. Oh, it's
yeah,
available
it's out
now.
now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, Jenna, Neo Geo, you bringing up the golden age.
Man, most people couldn't even afford a goddamn Neo Geo.
I like
let
Neo
alone
Geo
the
games.
games. So even if you could afford the Neo Geo, you couldn't afford the goddamn games. Let me see. Oh, did you see that Marvel Invasion? That Marvel Cosmic Invasion? That shit looked dope as hell.
Is that the one that was on the Switch, or is that a different one?
It's the same one that was on the Switch.
No, I was here for that then. Yeah, I was here for that. That was with Wolverine, Spider-Man, and them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, somebody you're saying the Mandra. I think 60 that one JC. The Mandragora.
Did I? I seen the game. I don't think I clicked on the trailer.
Oh, look at it right here.
Hold on. Where is it? Yeah.
No.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the world of Mandragora.
I think I think you see this one. This was on the Switch trailer, right?
Journey forth in this dark
I don't think this one was. Was it? I don't think this
It
was.
wasn't this?
I don't think it was.
of entropy.
Oh, okay. Now this looked good. There's a next side scroll like this I buy last year and I didn't finish.
350 items, including 110.
What is this? Is
Yeah,
it like a Souls like?
To find,
Yeah. Yeah, probably is. Okay,
Oh.
JC said this is not on the Switch. Okay, there's a different one.
rings and consumables to several character item slots. Switch between 2 weapon sets for the perfect loadout. How will you
I actually got to buy the Hitman VR game.
I actually got a buy.
The choice.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't turned my VR on in a minute.
But you can learn to
So I
use
definitely
any
got to get
weapon
back to it.
to match your playstyle. Armor matters too. Every piece has weight and poise.
It looks
More
good though.
poise makes you harder to stagger in combat.
I should pick it up. I'll pick up some games today at least.
This reminds me of Salt and Sanctuary, just a cleaner looking version.
Each armor piece has an armor value, which
Kimono Heroes.
What the hell?
Hey, I rock with this.
Yo.
This shit low key looks fire.
I think I played with a game like this on
You know what this
Boy.
remind me of? This remind me of Soldiers. Soldiers.
Honest
You ever
call.
seen Soldiers?
I try not to think of it now. I don't know if it's up. So what the fuck? Video game.
This is Soldiers.
Yo, Google, this AI is shit. Stop it.
Yo, I love this game so much, man. I had so much fucking fun playing Soldiers.
Oh, Soldiers.
Yeah, this shit is so fire, bro. Beautiful. Fatal put me on to that game. He was like, you gotta play this shit, sick. Played it. I was like, yes. Fucking amazing.
Was this the game where he was getting troubles with his save?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because I think I remember seeing him play this and he was getting a problem with one of the saves he was doing.
Yeah, but outside of this shit was fire.
Yeah, this
outside
shit
of the
remind me
issue
of
with the
Mega Man.
saves, it was fire. The boss battles, fire. I'm trying to get to one of the boss battles.
Yeah, this thing remind me of Mega Man.
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania. You had to do a lot of backtracking. I don't think they show the boss battle here. Yeah, they don't show the boss battle here.
Oh.
Shit was good though. Game was fucking amazing.
What is that Karma game? That's probably a horror.
Yeah, it is. I gotta play that one too. But I
Nah, I'm
don't
good.
know when I would be able to get to it, man. Like, this is just gonna be like the palate cleanse. This is another palate cleanse game.
I'm a big man. I'm not ashamed to say it. I play no horror game.
Yo, what is up with y'all being scared of horror games, bro? Horror games are not... And I don't even think this is a horror game like that.
Man, I remember I was playing Resident Evil 7 and I was like, nah, I'm good. I think if I turn my mind off, I could play horror games just fine. But when I'm so into a game, it doesn't bother me.
Karma is an invisible river flowing through time beyond life and death. A man may be imprisoned, he may be tormented, but karma does not cease. It merely waits for him in its current fate.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I didn't keep my promise. I don't want to stay in this lonely castle anymore. I can't take it. Dad, this is the castle.
Yo, imagine wanting to die but can't die, dog.
Oh. You know, the problem with it is that everybody you care about will die.
Yeah.
You're alone. You're literally forever alone. Everybody you
Whoever it
care
is
about-
that made this has a weird fucking mind, and I love it.
This thing feeling so weird.
They tried to take some pages out of Kojima's book.
Man. I still fight with them people trying to compare Miyazaki to Kojima. When I say Miyazaki, not the man who make Mario, people.
It's a bummer that Mind's Eye doesn't have PS5 Pro enhancement. What?
It doesn't? Hold on, let me
That
check.
shit better have some goddamn enhancements.
Yes, oh.
Captured on PS5 Pro. Yeah. If they mentioning capture by PS5 Pro, it gotta have enhancements. Because why would you capture it on the Pro? Why not just capture it on the PS5? I don't know about that one, Caleb. You might have to look a little deeper.
Sometimes it don't have to have like the full PS5 Pro. Maybe it could just run smoother, like full 60, you know? Or
I mean, it
Caleb,
looked
you mean
good to
like
me.
official stamp. Because I was telling people you had to do certain things to get the Pro enhanced title.
Nah, this a go for me. This is a go for me, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely
there is no waiting for this one. This is a go.
I'll never understand people waiting for something they want to play. Just buy that shit. Nobody say buy every game, but buy the games you want to play.
I wonder, do they have a more recent trailer? Welcome to Red Rock. Hold on, the PlayStation one
It's GTA
is.
stuff.
Oh, it's from the creators of GTA.
Yeah, some of the creators from GTA left and made this.
Well, that works for me. Okay, this is Red Rock story trailer.
In his
This is
research, Dr.
from
Morrison
IGN.
identified a paradox. A moment
IO Interactive
where
Partners
machinery will
presents.
evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Hey, hey,
You'll get used to it. Sort of. Not really.
let's go.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
Interesting.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
Vega.
You still haven't given us clearance.
Hey, yo.
Give me access to the back-end
The
system of my
mocap
city
nice for
boss,
this
and then we'll
though.
talk.
Today is a very special day.
Bro, this shit finna be lit.
Existential potential.
Mm-hmm.
Man with machine.
Yo, you get to
Guy,
fuck
the
around
actor
with
from
drones
Mafia
and
3.
shit too.
I can spin this like I always do.
Mm.
I will not let them fucking stop me.
You could tell this the people that made GTA, dog.
Mm-hmm.
This shit look just like GTA. I wonder if the world is gonna be as interactive though, or if you're gonna be locked into one car.
But yeah, that I think GTA. I think like GTA set itself in a different place with how they spend their money on ensuring they keep that advanced and stuff.
This shit looks really, really good. If this is how the game is going to look, it looks extremely good.
And this is way better than the trailer. The one from before.
It might be more linear, but I'm hoping not.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test
It depends on the size of the team too.
potential of man with machine.
It's either gonna be GTA-esque or it's gonna be what Watch Dogs was supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
I will not let them fucking stop me.
Yo, Ubisoft dropped the ball with Watch Dogs. We went from a man avenging his niece to some guy in the city to playing a bunch of random people in London.
You know what? You know what I hope?
Mm-hmm.
I hope this shit doesn't come out and be like Just Cause, because Just Cause has a great, a great body, but the rest of this shit is just like, I don't want to play this shit. It looks good, you know what I mean? Like, I think the production value is there. It's just for some reason, Just Cause just never been interesting, dog. I don't know why. I don't know why, bro. But we'll see what they do with it. And it is up for pre-order. So there will be no Watch Dogs slander. Watch Dogs 2 with the GOAT. Hey, I like Watch Dogs, bro. I'm one of the few
Who said
people
that?
that played and platinumed every Watch Dogs. So I like all of them, even the one where you switch characters and shit like that. But I
only play one.
I like the Ubisoft model,
Formula.
so to speak. Yeah, I guess formula's better. I like the Ubisoft formula, so it works for me. I mean, I ain't never got no
I
problem
just
with Ubi.
feel the only thing I have with Ubisoft is like they know what they're doing with the games, but they don't go in depth with some of them. Like
Nah,
Division.
some of them they go way too in
No,
depth.
Assassin's Creed, they really go into the Assassin's Creed. But like the little things you would do in Assassin's Creed and thing, games like Division would benefit from. They don't have it in Division. Like, I don't even care that I building back a base in Division. I just going around killing people and playing the mission. So like, I never cared that I was bringing back society because there wasn't really like when you deal with NPCs and thing in Assassin's Creed, they have a story,
You know why?
they have a feel to it. Yeah.
You're right. They do put more emphasis. I'll say they put more emphasis on like the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that, and not necessarily the story of the game. So they didn't even give you a reason to really want to do a lot for the citizens versus just trying to finish missions. I agree with you there.
Yeah, especially in Division. That was saying like it felt like was the next game Ghost Recon Wildlands? Was it Wildlands?
Wait, hold on. What is this?
Deliver at all costs. Oh, this looks like a game Sick would play. He just put you on
It actually do. It actually do. Nigga,
oh,
what?
These are the games that I'll be playing on PC. Sick, I'll be like, what kind of weird game I playing?
No, not at all. If you were playing this, I'd be like, yo, this shit look kind of fun. Y'all be playing those fucking civilian build a country games, nigga. I'm cool on that.
Yo, I see Rimworld coming.
I mean, build a civilization. I'm cool. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Oh no, this look good. Hey, that toy guy.
Yo, this game cutting up. Is this out already?
Captured on PC. Not all images appeared in game.
Wait, so what is the point of this game? You just around here fucking shit up?
No, I think you had to do deliveries, like he delivering stuff. Yeah, we deliver. He's like a delivery guy.
Yo, please don't let this be out now. They gonna get my money for real.
They might get my money. I know. I didn't even know this game.
Yo, you gotta run away from the police as well. Like,
guys, Konami made this.
Hey, Konami said they trying to get back in the game, man.
They damn well doing good. PC players be playing every iteration of Tropical. You know what?
That's correct. That is facts.
You know what, Black Beach? I can't even be mad at you because I have all of them on play. No, I don't have 6. But you're right. You're right. 6 is the only one I don't have. But I beat 4.
Yeah, 5. I can get jiggy with this. Again, this is another one of those palate cleansers after you played so much AAA that you just want to play something small that's just fun to play. That's how I see this.
Is it out now?
May 22nd. May 22nd.
Oh, May 22nd. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let me actually save this one. I'm gonna save that just so I don't forget it.
I'll put it in the basket.
Yeah, I'm saving that. I definitely want to follow up. All right, let's see what else we got in this exciting news. So earlier today, Ubisoft and
Mhm.
Tencent announced a new subsidiary valued at approximately 4 billion euros or 4.3 billion American dollars. Insider Gaming has received Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot's
I know you've been trying.
Guillemot's. It got to be Guillemot's. I would love
I know
to know how
trying.
that's pronounced. Internal memo on the announcement. It reads, "Hello everyone. I'm pleased to share an important announcement that will mark a milestone in Ubisoft's history. Following a process to review different strategic options for Ubisoft's future, we have just signed an exceptional agreement with one of our trusted shareholders, Tencent, with whom we have a solid relationship. Their 1.16 billion euro investment will benefit all of Ubisoft. We will be able to firmly take back control of our future and renew with the serenity needed to create the best games." Here's the thing, Ubisoft. Let's play a game of how did we get here in the first place? That's what you have to ask yourself first before you make a statement like this. You can't take back control of your future if it was you that got you into this predicament to begin with. What was it that you identified that you were doing that Tencent could assist you with outside of just providing you with money? The terms of the partnership are straightforward. We will establish a dedicated subsidiary within Ubisoft that will bring together our three most powerful franchises: Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. This subsidiary will gather the teams working on these brands primarily in the studios of Montreal, Quebec City, Sherbrooke, Saguenay, Barcelona, and Sofia. Sofia. That's a hell of a country. Sofia. Tencent will be a 25% shareholder of this new subsidiary with the aim of boosting these franchises so they become undisputed global icons. So please explain to me what 1.14 billion, that particular investment, what it's going to do for the brands that you've already been investing in exponentially. Can somebody break that down? You've already been you've already been investing. You've already been investing crazy amounts of money. It looks like they are giving them 1.16 billion euros. Right? Now, let's just say it's a $1 billion investment. You mean to tell me that Ubisoft didn't have $1 billion?
I think they didn't have it like cash on hand. I think it's more like they
So
had this
if
stock
that's
value.
if that's the case, they have a bigger fucking problem.
No, it's bad
Because
management.
there's nothing that $1 billion is gonna do for you now that you couldn't have done for yourself previously. I don't know, man. I think I'm with the employees on this. Remember, they were scared about being fired and shit?
Yep.
I see why now. This historic agreement is above all a recognition of extraordinary work you have been doing for years. The value of these three brands directly reflects your individual and collective talents and efforts, which have allowed us to create these beloved franchises. Here's the thing, Ubisoft. Let me tell you about a franchise that people have been asking for and you have just refused to fucking bring back. Splinter Cell.
And
Let me tell you what they are going to do. Because for some reason, these companies, they always got to follow in the footsteps of other companies. What they're going to do is they're going to wait until Kojima releases that game. What's that game he's working on with Sony?
Death Strand. Oh,
no.
Fizzent?
They're going to wait until Kojima is around the time he's about to release that Fizzent shit. And then all of a sudden, they're going to have renewed faith in Splinter Cell. It's like they can't do it on their own. They have to do it off the back of another company and call it competition. This investment will also give us the means to accelerate the changes we've been discussing for several months across the group. Changes that many of you have been longing for, as revealed by the Ubisoft XP survey. These These changes are in line with the initiatives that Marie-Sophie has been sharing recently, which aim to put the creation of unique games and player satisfaction back at the heart of our daily work. Wait, what? Wait, so creating unique games and player satisfaction wasn't at the heart of your daily work?
No, they was just pumping out games to make
Yo,
money.
what? Yo,
I told you.
wait a minute.
I told you that.
Wait a second. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hey, wait. Dog, yo, Ubisoft tripping, bro. They said this out loud. Yo, they said this out loud, bro. Yo, I know they know people can hear this or see this and read this. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, nah. Maybe they meant something different. Let's try this again. These changes are in line with the initiatives that Marie-Sophie has been sharing recently, which aim to put the creation of unique games and player satisfaction back at the heart of our daily work. Nigga. They really said this with a straight face. Somebody really typed this up. This is what will enable us to return to a higher level of profitability. Nigga, what? Yo, they have, I'm sorry, C Fresh, they have a bigger issue, bro. They have a bigger issue here, man. So what was their focus? What was their focus previously then? What was the aim? Because I would think with all of your games, you should probably keep player satisfaction high on the list of priorities. What was high on the list of priorities? Because the games that they create were big. They're always big games. It's never really small games. So what was it? And they believe that player satisfaction will help them return to profitability. They think that the creation of unique games will also assist in profitability. So are they saying that they were intentionally not making unique games?
Yep, that's what they're saying, sir. That is exactly what they're saying.
Yo, it's crazy, bro, because I really enjoy Ubisoft games.
I told you, it felt like they were making a game. They were like focusing on the gameplay stuff and things, but they weren't putting like the story, the focus on the story content and stuff to like make it interested and keep playing. It's like, I'ma just beat this and move on.
Not really,
like
though. I never got that from Ubisoft.
Creed. With Assassin's Creed and probably,
but I'm talking about with like Ghost Recon, like Ghost Recon Wildlands, like Division and stuff like that. Is it that they were focusing too heavily on games as a service games? Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Because technically, games as a service isn't usually player satisfaction titles.
No.
Because most of the people that I see playing certain games, it's not even really that they enjoy those games. It's just that they're so used to playing them, right? It's become a habit more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to devalue and sell the company and buy shares.
What?
Huh?
That make no sense. I know some people wanted to kick out the Guillermo family or something like that. I know they wanted to get rid of them, but I don't think they wanted to sell the company. They never wanted to sell the company. The family wanted to sell the company. I thought the company wanted to get rid of the family.
That's crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna take your word for it because I am googling it right now.
Either way, they say this announcement comes at a pivotal time after the very positive reception of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the excitement sparked by the announcement of Rainbow Six Siege X, of which we can be very proud. I want to express my deepest gratitude for your resilience, tenacity, courage, and creativity.